Hey, Precious, we are doing the waiting game. We are playing the waiting game right now. It's a new judge. It's a new judge, but we gonna find it, baby. We gonna find it. Yes, we are. We just waiting for that sucker to click over, and we in it. We are in there. Shit, I may gotta check this. Check out. I can check out Bigo. You see, they got something on Bigo. They better not be playing with us. Today, Charlie's birthday. I don't know if Charlie covering this. Let's go. Let's go. What happened? Mm-mm. They playing with us this morning. Hey, photogenic. Hey. They playing with us today, baby. They playing with us. It's a new judge. Hey, Shy. Yeah, they playing with us today. We gonna get something. We gonna get something, baby. Something just ain't right. Something ain't right. Something ain't right here. Mm. No. We got to check this out. Hey, Miss Apples. Hey, Letty. Divine, my tea biscuit. It's supposed to be at 9 o'clock, but he has a new lawyer. I don't know what's going on, but we gonna see what's going on here today. Yes, we are. We got May, April. We want to get to We want to get to today. Damn it! I don't know. Maybe they pushed back the date. Do y'all guys think they pushed back the date? It's a new judge. I got the new judge already, but I don't see where I don't see him. Somebody already hit me up. But I don't see what the heck he doing. Judge Cox, presiding judge, Judge Cox. We ain't supposed to provide him. special trial. No. We don't need all that. We need the judges. Hey, Black. Good morning. So you trying to find this sucker. They are going to circle back to his case. Okay, where is it at? Oh, where is it at so we could just be waiting for them to circle back? As you can see, right? It's Fulton County. Let me see what it says. News and events. No. News and events. Oh, we don't care about that. Judges. We got that already. His name is Judge Alfred Dempsey. We know that part. We wanted that other chick, but they switched up on us again. That's what I was thinking, but I don't see Charlie in them on Bigo. He's in DeKalb County. Yes. This is the judge. This is the judge right here who is going to be presiding. Hey, my Tiff. Hey, baby, hola. They think we playing. They know we up on it. They know. They know what we want. They know what we want, and they playing with us. They're playing with us. I don't see Black Velvet ass. I don't see Charlie ass. Nope, nothing on Bigo. Oh, got Black Velvet here.
Way to support him. So, and as I mentioned earlier, we do think that there are some mental health issues at work here. Just going into that, not too much, but we were going to see if it was possible for him to get unrestricted judicial release if that's possible. I'm not sure based on the charges if that was possible. But if that's not possible, then we're going to add the lowest possible bond because we want to see it get out and address these obvious health issues that are going on.
It don't work like that on a computer, but I got it, baby.
Where he can't get in any more trouble, and then he may get some assistance. So, if the paperwork is submitted to me, I'll sign it to get an evaluation done, because I think that's the most appropriate thing to do right now. So, Judge, I'll you can send it to Ms. Green. Yes, there you are. if you can forward it to Ms. Green, are you the appropriate person, Ms. Green, to get this on which one of the staff should receive any paperwork that might be forthcoming from the defendant?
They can send it to me, Judge.
Okay. All right. Okay. So this is currently it'll be a no bond based upon the likelihood to reoffend, and essentially based upon what appears to be a serious problem, mental health problem. Next would be Curtis Marcus Harlan.
Paralegal for the state, Your Honor. State's ready.
And Taven Taylor for the defense. Defense is also ready to proceed, Your Honor.
Okay, whenever you're ready.
Was that no bond for Natureboy?
Mr. Curtis Harlan, he is charged with aggravated assault with a gun, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon.
Was that no bond for Natureboy? Come on, Black Velvet, talk to us now. Talk to us. Talk to us.
Your family may have gotten ill, or you may have had other circumstances that impact your financial status through no fault of your own. And so I do take that into consideration, which means during the hearing, I may be asking you some questions about your financial situation, such as what type of work do you do? How much money do you make? Are you required to support the children?
Give me a second, y'all.
Hey, Vic.
I want to know how long you've been in the state of Georgia. Those questions are designed to help me determine your financial status and whether or not.
Was that, when we heard that little bit, was that from Nature Nut? Y'all know we're going to keep this going. Yeah, I hope it is no bond to his mental illness.
What's up, Van? Hey, it is what it is this morning. Paper text I was saying and all. I'm trying to make sure we got the right court. There's a couple different courts going on. And I'm trying to make sure we got the right court. And I just had one, and I don't know where the fuck I put it. Lord, I'm not sure if this is the right court, y'all.
Workers were inside the club at the time this shooting occurred. When the shooting begins, the video shows multiple people running and taking cover behind whatever they can find to protect themselves. That's when the defendants and the witness, Mr. Ben Rubin, then exited
I've been on Van.
Surveillance video showed that prior to entering the club, the defendant appeared to be a victim of
So stay away means stay away.
I think this is the right court.
On special condition in a family violence case is the no violent contact. And it essentially means what it said.
It's 2-3 different courts going on this morning. They're all being streamed. The hard part is finding out which is the right court. I'm going to play this one, but I'm not sure if it's the right one. I'm going to keep checking back and seeing. Because from what I don't really think this is the right court, but this is the one everybody is showing. And the link that I had is not working for me or anybody else.
Yonkers City Court in New York. Despite his
What's up, Lisa?
history, we do believe that he is a danger to the community. He fired multiple rounds inside a enclosed area where there was multiple patrons. I mean, we're lucky this is not something more serious. We do believe he's also a risk to reoffend.
Right, I think so too, but I'm not 100% certain. I was told it was going to be a black attorney.
We don't know who the hell it's going to be.
Hey. Hold on, let me mute my mic because I'm on live right now.
Hey, Iset. Hey, Karen, welcome, sweetie. Welcome, darling.
First they said it was a black lady, now I got a whole nother list. Okay. Well then I think I might have the right one. Look on my Vigo and let me know. All right.
She's not the nurse. Meet the honorable justice. She is scheduled for
At
now.
this point, he has been incarcerated for 79 days, so he is not entitled to a bond at this point.
Makita,
Judge
she's
Taylor
not the
denied
judge no
bond back
more.
on
Hey,
April 7th
Juice.
of 2022.
She's not the judge
So at
anymore.
this time, Your Honor, we'd be asking for no bond.
Ms. Taylor?
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Harlan primarily needs to be released because he is the primary caretaker of his daughters. He was
Okay,
also their
Alice,
sole
thank you.
financial support, and just before being arrested, he was actually trying to get into trade programs to get a higher paying job to better support them. He does actually live in South Carolina, but he has a lot of ties to Georgia,
No.
so coming back here for court will not be a significant hardship for him.
Can y'all get the
He has
room
his
hot,
aunt here,
please?
his cousin here, his close family friends live here, and he has been able to provide us with their addresses.
Can we get up on this heat list? Can y'all get the room hot?
In his case and keeping updated with his case, so he would be able to come back to court here. He has a lot of family support. He's also very close with his family. He's been living in South Carolina for years with his partner, Miss Chan. They've been together for almost 5 years, and they do have 2 daughters together, a 2-year-old and another daughter that just turned 1 in April. So he will have a stable address with it where he lives with his children, and the court will be able to contact him at that address. He actually just moved into a larger home, and he has been able to provide me with the address for that home as well. And I was able to confirm that with Miss Chan. His name is the one on the lease there, so he's responsible for that rent. So he would prefer to be able to go back to that home when he is
Thank you,
released.
Ellie.
And he is close to Miss Chan's family who is there.
Thank you,
She had just
Scorpio.
actually started a job right before he was arrested that requires her to travel for business trips. So she really needs his help and needs him to come home. They had already started coordinating their schedules for her new job. So that is what they would do for him to return to court. He would be able to have her stay home to watch the children for that. He is also close with his father, who's been checking on him, and other family members have been contacting us very frequently about his case.
Thank you.
He is also engaged with the community in South Carolina.
Play your bells, play your bells, play your bells. Get the room hot.
When he takes his children there every Sunday and has Miss Chan join as often as she can around her work schedule. He's seeking further education, but he did earn his high school diploma. He would like to go to a trade school for welding and electrician work. These are competitive schools in his area that he has to be in person to apply for. So him being
Yeah. Get to
from
nature.
Thank you, Ellie.
and
Thank you,
bettering his
Scorpio.
employment at this time. Although he would not be able to get in trade school from
Thank
here,
you,
he has been
Bernie.
able to maintain an opening for his previous jobs. He worked as a maintenance worker for McDonald's, and he would still be able to return to that job. And he also has an
Hey,
Amazon
Immortal.
job that he would be able to return to if he is really soon. And Ms. Chan has been helping keep in contact with them to make sure that those jobs are still available for him. So this case is really important to him to have resolved, not have it hanging over his head. He understands the seriousness of
Thank
the
you, Bam
allegations,
Bam.
and he is adamant.
Play
that
your
the
bells,
allegations
everybody.
are
Play your bells.
Not accurate. They are not what
Get the
happened.
room hot. Play your
He
bells.
has
99 at a
issues
time.
with
99 at a
pressure.
time. Play your
So you're
bells.
saying he didn't shoot multiple rounds in the nightclub? Is that, that's what he said? It's not true?
Thank you.
Yes, Your Honor. Like the allegations. Of
Play your bells. 99 at a time. Thank you,
not
Libra.
accurate. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
And he does not have any history of failing to return to court. So we do think he is a good candidate for bond and coming back here. He does only have that one cycle of criminal history. It's not violent
No, we
criminal
didn't miss
history, no property
Judge
crime, financial crimes. This case was about 5 years ago, and
Thank
he
you,
resolved
Libra. I
it with
appreciate
no issues showing up.
Play your bells,
He is
everybody.
presumed innocent of possessing a firearm in this case, and Ms. Chan has assured me that there are no firearms in their home, and there will not be any firearms in their home when he is released. And we don't believe he's a risk to intimidate witnesses.
Bells are
He does not
gifts.
know the alleged victim in this case.
I guess we get
He
to
has
hear
no interest in
cases. Let's see how it go.
contact them
Thank
or
you,
turning
thank
this
you.
location, because as the state already mentioned,
Yeah,
he was
Judge
the
Sonia.
victim of an armed
I
robbery.
can't even find it
like
myself.
when the incident was taking place.
Trying to
During
figure out how to
the
get it.
preliminary hearing, the officer did say that the video surveillance does not clearly show the suspect in the case. And so we are still investigating the evidence against him right now. Our office has already been working on
No
that.
problem.
So, although we're taking these allegations seriously, thankfully no one was injured at the location, and he's not charged with any kind of damage of property. So we are just continuing to investigate that at this time. As for his ability to pay, he The fact that he's been in custody for 79 days now has already been a substantial financial burden for his family. Miss Chan's having a
79 days. Can y'all help me get to my third star, please? Can we get a trophy?
Trying to find childcare. He has his new daughter, and their rent has recently increased, and so that's also been limiting their financial ability. I believe the assistant district attorney at his first appearance requested $20,000 bond,
obviously.
which we did feel was reasonable. But after speaking with Mr. Harlan and his family, it seems that for their ability to pay their financial situation right now, it would be closer to a $10,000 to $15,000 bond, because he does understand the seriousness of these charges, and that the court likely has concerns about the seriousness. He is very open to special conditions. He is very flexible about them. But if there were to be special conditions with a monetary cost, we would request that it be towards the lower end of the $10,000 range. He has said he's fine staying away from the location, staying away from the alleged victim. He doesn't need to be in Georgia until he is called back for court, and as well as calling into pretrial services, even having an ankle monitor. He does just want to get back to his family and be able to provide for them again. And so that is what we would be requesting, is the $10,000 to $15,000 bond with any special conditions that the court deems necessary.
They're talking about some random person. They're not talking about nothing.
10 days, so he would be coming back to court for that if he does not have a bond set today.
We waiting for Natureboy to come up. He hadn't came up yet.
Allegedly was a victim of armed robbery, and the victim in this case was a security guard, and the security guard was not part of the armed robbery.
No, Your Honor. The defendant in this case was allegedly the victim of an armed robbery. The security guard at the Penthouse Club comes outside to assist him or kind of ask him what happened. Does he need any help? The defendant, he then admittedly said to officers later on the scene that he was too drunk to remember anything that happened.
Right.
So he then chases the security guard into the penthouse, and that's when he points the gun at the victim in this case.
The court is live.
And on our end, Your Honor, we
allegedly discharged multiple rounds in the club.
Yes, Your Honor, while intoxicated, and while at least 20 patrons were inside the club.
Okay. Danger to the public. No bond.
Uh-oh.
Omar Holder.
All right.
Thank you, Ellen.
Keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going.
Hurricane for the state judge.
Not sure for the defendant judge.
This is State vs. Omar Holder. He is charged with armed robbery, false imprisonment, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon or person probationer.
I know, right?
Firearm during the commission of a felony.
But it's good to hear the other cases because we should get an idea on what may
No,
happen.
Kayla, it ain't.
In January of this
It's
year,
700 people in the room. Can y'all get me to my third star, please?
Officers responded to 1974 Young Road in reference to an armed robbery occurring at 4649.
Well, you better keep these notes going, shit.
And it's a fan lottery going on.
Victim, John Simpson, who is on the call today,
Thank you, Libra.
stated that he met a female on Twitter that began to talk. The female went by the Twitter handle Lanisha Princess. However, he did not know any of her other
Write a 1 on the screen and flowers if you think he go get bond. Write a 2 on the screen and flowers if you think it's go get denied.
And he did confirm that he made it to the hotel.
I appreciate it.
When he arrived, he placed a jacket and a chair in the room. The jacket contained a firearm, specifically a Glock 19, and his cell phone, which was an iPhone 12. He placed his...
Write him on the screen, write him on the screen and flowers. 1 if you think he's gonna get bond, 2 if you think it's gonna be denied. Write it on the screen and flowers.
His firearm at Mr. Simpson, while the second male went straight to the chair where his jacket was placed.
A 2?
He, one suspect asked him where the drugs at, and he said he didn't know what they were talking about. The male suspects then allowed the female to leave the room, and then eventually allowed John Terry to leave. He walked out and tried to find the female, because he felt like something wasn't right, and he couldn't find the males or females at all. So he went home and called police.
We hope not.
He didn't report any injuries or any discharged firearms. But officers then
Thank you, Ms.
went back to
Rouge.
the location the United Inn, pulled surveillance video from the hotel to try and locate the suspect. They observed the license plate of the car the two males left in and found it was registered to Omar Holder. Officers then used pictures from government databases.
I can see them. It's
to
okay.
the video of the suspect from the United
Right,
Inn,
Barbie?
and it matched Mr. Holder's pictures.
It's in the gift section.
Hey,
April.
Mama Cruz.
Holder does have a couple of convictions in Georgia.
It's in the
He's a
draw.
2017 carrying a weapon without a license. That's a case in full.
Thank you, Barbie.
The more important one, Judge, is a conviction under the First Offender Act that he is
Bitch,
still
you
on probation
stupid.
for out of 2015 out of Gwinnett.
Certify you a
for 2 counts of
fool.
armed robbery. Excuse me, it was arrest.
Can we
for 2
get a
counts of armed
trophy,
robbery.
please?
It was
Does anybody got a
reduced to robbery
trophy?
and ag assault.
I can show you
But
one.
he is still on probation for those. The victim in this case, like I said, is on the call.
Oh, you
today.
can
He
throw
already
something in the
made a
CA. It's
statement
listed at the
at
top.
the first appearance hearing. He does not wish to speak again today, but he is highly opposed. He's afraid for himself.
Oh no, girl, fix your thing. Fix your thing. Yes, Alicia.
Don't get kicked out. Matter of fact, let's do this. I ain't even gonna kick you. Let's do this. You want to be unmuted? Send me a gift. Because ain't nobody got time for that. Not none. Hey, Cola.
9 days. He's born and raised in Georgia.
Cousin.
In Georgia. He has family in Georgia. His mother. He has several aunts in Georgia.
Thank you, Gina.
In Georgia. And his mother and one of his aunts is watching the stream now. And we also had 2 of his aunts submit some character letters.
No, we ain't missing yet. I hope not.
One on the way. And, he graduated from high school, Shiloh High School. So he has extensive ties to the community with his family and his
Extensive
children.
ties because he graduated.
And, he has been here for 79 days. And I spoke with Mr. Holder, and he's adamant that the allegations are incorrect.
Thank you.
That there was no armed robbery that took place. And he also told me that there is some evidence to suggest
Don't
that
forget, hit that like.
So
please hit the
said that there
like.
was no armed robbery that took place.
Hit the like button.
When I talked to Mr. Holder, I don't want to get too much into the facts of the case. When I talked to him, he told me that it was a situation where he found his girl or his girlfriend at the time cheating on him, and he asked the person that was doing that to leave the room at the hotel room. So that's what he told me. And again, like I said, I have some of they're like messages.
She do sound
the
nervous.
victim and the female in that scenario.
She sounds very nervous.
Robbery and saying that it didn't take place. So we are asking for about a $10,000 bond.
Hey, Marquis.
Mr. Holder, he wants to get out, be able to support his family. Like I said, he has 3 children. He's expecting another child. He does have a job that he can go back to, and he would really much like to go back to that job.
He should have been at that job instead of being in jail.
I bet he fucking would.
He's willing to do the ankle monitor. Now his job is a truck driver, and I did speak with him about that. I said, would you be able to do that and just stay in Georgia? And he said yes. And that's a job that he has held for the past 3 years.
I can't even pull that up myself. I'm very upset, but it's all right. That's all right. That is okay. That's okay. Come on, Black Velvet. Fix that old internet now. 3 down. Hey, Les. Guys, do not forget to hit
that. In 2015 of reduced charges from armed robbery and to a robbery and aggravated assault. this is patterned just like that.
Run up the room, y'all. Play your bells, play your bells, play your bells.
To tell somebody to leave, he didn't go in there not strapped. So regardless, no bond, danger to the public. There's too much gun violence going on. People carrying guns around doing stuff, and convicted felons carrying guns. No bond.
Run up the room, run up the room, run up the room.
Take about 5-minute recess. We'll be back and continue.
All right, y'all got to look at my paper towel holder while we on recess. Just while we taking a quick recess. So what y'all think? What y'all think? Bond or no bond? He hasn't given anybody nothing. Not a damn thing.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You have to look at this judge's rhythm and his trend, right?
Right.
A lot of these people who are coming up there are repeat offenders who have had a history with gun violence or something like that. Natureboy, on the other hand, does not have a violent criminal history. So if his lawyer can get in there and show out,
well,
if that lawyer can get in there and paint Natureboy to,
paint him to be like somebody.
Huh?
I said to be like somebody. I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, y'all know how y'all take a resume, take it from nothing and make it into something.
Right.
If that lawyer can go in there and
let's just keep our fingers crossed. He keeps saying no all day.
Drive up the fact that Natureboy does not have a violent history past, he might get a bond.
But we have to remember that Natureboy has been kicked out of every country.
We can't think of nothing. We just let's just wait till today. Let's wait for his
they
time.
only caring about what
talking
has
about
happened in my
misdemeanor. You talking
baby.
about misdemeanor?
Yeah, they only care about what has happened in Atlanta. They don't care nothing about what happened nowhere else. They only care about what has happened now and what he's been convicted of.
Plus, with Maisha, he beat the hell out of her.
Mm-hmm.
That's a violent past.
Mm-hmm.
So
can we get the lights up? Can we get the lights up? Can we get the lights up,
different
please?
Places and left. So that goes to him. If they give him a bond, will he come back?
Well,
nope.
What if they gave him? What if they asked for ankle monitoring? Do you think they would have? They would let him get out then?
That could be true, Dante.
The white lawyer asked for that last time.
Can we get 5 more likes? Can we get 5 more likes up in here? 5 more likes, please.
The white lawyer asked for that last time and told him for a $5,000 bond, I think, and an ankle monitor or something. Out are hurting people. You hear so many.
We need 4 more likes. 4 more likes. Let's go. Let's go.
They come back on the judges like
out. He would not be touching down, I promise you. So you think he can do
2 more
what
likes?
He want in all other states and they go disregard it? Hold on, you ain't got to roll your eyes at me, commenter. Nah.
How many more bond hearings is he gonna have though?
He ain't getting no type of bond.
I mean, I think he has exhausted all efforts at this point.
I agree with that one.
Right.
The first time he did have a public defender. This time he has a private paid attorney. And I think that's what's gonna make the difference. Because I mean, the public defender, if y'all realize that public defender, wait a minute, before we get, can I get somebody to help me get to a 3rd star? It's 973 people in here. Can I get everybody to play their bells? Everybody play your bells 99 at a time. Please. I appreciate it so much. I think the difference is the last time that public defender got his case, and skimmed over it. He used tactics such as saying Natureboy had a tooth that was rotten down to the gum, that he could not get proper health care, like just foolishness. He even said that Natureboy went to the army and then went to then graduated high school. And I think if anybody in my former military would know, you cannot go to the military then go to the army. Okay, who is this? We back,
guys. We back. Let's see what happens.
Judge, are you speaking?
I'm sorry, I was muted.
Okay. Thank you, Ty.
Go ahead and continue. The next case is Jamarius Bernard Johnson.
We don't know him.
Sorry to interrupt.
We don't know him,
Can we go
damn
back
it.
to position 1? Miss Gina Bernard is on for Dante Hudson, position 1 and 20.
Yes, it is 1,000 people in here. Y'all need to be playing y'all bells. Y'all should be getting some big wins if you do. 99 at a time.
Is he on?
Yep, we need dental care.
No, Judge, it's 2 different defendants. It's Miss Bernard spoke to her clients. She would like to address them if possible.
Thank you, Ty. Somebody go hit a big win in this bitch today.
You needed to be
no
somewhere
job.
else, Ms. Bernard.
These are minutes.
Yes,
no
Judge,
contribution.
I'm managing 2 offices and I'm helping out Dante, who's actually, I believe, in Judge Parker's.
Somebody go hit a big win in this bitch.
Doing a substantive motion this morning.
Okay, go ahead. Well, then we'll do Luis Bernardez.
Thank you, Judge. May I proceed?
Some of these lawyers sitting in their car.
Or is he saying okay. Mr. Bernardez is 17 years old. He has lived with his parents here in the Stone Mountain area all of his life. He last attended high school. He was working at Papa John's Pizza prior to this arrest. I believe he does have a prior juvenile arrest.
Thank y'all for playing your bells. Keep it going. Play your bells, folks.
For a $10,000 to $15,000 bond, which would be a reasonable bond, we believe, for these particular charges.
Thank you. Play your bells.
And I don't
99
believe
at a
he has
time.
any FTAs or is a danger to the community or a risk of flight. Thank you.
All right.
Your Honor. Yes.
Yep, this decal.
Background: he is charged with theft by taking, aggravated battery, and unlawful acts of violence in a penal institution. This occurred on April 19th of 2022.
Thank you.
Inmate, or the victim in this case is a man named Omar Garcia. He was an inmate. Inmate Garcia informed sergeants at the DeKalb County Jail that he was physically assaulted. Review of the security cameras revealed that the defendant was observed going up the stairs to the mezzanine level in the jail. He was then joined by several other inmates wearing disguises.
Thank you for playing your bells.
3 inmates proceeded to
thank you.
Which is Omar
Play your
Garcia's
bells,
victim in this case. The defendant entered the cell while the other defendant stood outside by the door. The defendant then physically assaulted Mr. Garcia in the cell, and while Mr. Garcia was trying to remove himself, the defendant then picked him up and slammed him on the concrete floor and then drug him back into his cell. Mr. Garcia had to be transported to medical for his injuries. As far as his criminal history goes, he has a pending armed robbery case in DeKalb County from 2021.
Yes.
He also has a pending crossing guard lines case from May 6th of 2022. Those are both pending.
This is only a 17-year-old.
I know.
Has been in custody for less than 90 days. We are requesting that bond be denied. The defendant has not even had an opportunity to have a bond hearing on the armed robbery. And now he's picking up new cases, and he's
showing the fuck out
accordingly, even when he is in jail. So we do believe that he would be a risk to the community if he were released. So at this time, we would ask for no bond.
All right, no bond, likely to reoffend.
Oh, shit!
And we need to go
oh, my God!
Let's go. Mr. Terrion Webb.
Show out there in Jamarius.
Terrion Webb.
He like to do hood shit with his friends.
Oh.
He is 19 years old, Judge. He's been living with his mom since 2017 at an address in Atlanta, Georgia. He's originally from Virginia. He went to Booker T. Washington High School but did not graduate.
Thank you, Spring.
He's been in custody since April 19th.
Come on now, we need to get to the bottom. Let's get the napping nuts now.
Oh, shit.
Let's get the napping nuts.
The felony murder charge was NPGJ'd. I'm reading Mr. Hudson's notes. He also
Senior exclusives, we take them.
Which occurred August 26th of 2021. Let's see. He is asking for a bond in the amount of $3,000 on his charges.
Ain't happening.
Judge, this is another unlawful acts of violence of penal institution and battery with physical harm. It's August 26, 2021. The defendant and 3 other inmates attacked the victim, Alexander Bass. He said his cellmate, Alexander Bass was his cellmate, and they attacked him due to his, quote, gay talk. The incident was captured on video, and the defendant actually currently does have a $6,000 bond that was issued in September.
Hit up that fan lottery, folks. 300 beans up for grabs.
As for his criminal history, he had an aggravated assault possession of firearm from APD, and then he was in on a murder and aggravated assault charge that was NPGJ'd earlier this year.
Oh,
But we
Lordy.
believe that a $6,000 bond on a violent crime like this is more than fair and reasonable.
He ain't my fucking soul, best friend.
So the bond remained the same.
Thank you, Judge. May I be excused?
Oh,
Yes, ma'am. Have a good day.
one got over.
Thank you, too.
One got over, damn it.
Back to, I guess the next
Thank you,
case
Ty.
would have been number 9, Jamarius Bernard Johnson.
I know this is Denarius.
Judge, that is.
I'm sorry. That's my case, correct, Connor?
Yep, I didn't see it popped in.
Your Honor, Miss Nicole Fagan
Yes, Jamarius, baby.
was just retained on that case. Apparently, she filed a motion to withdraw that.
Thank you, Phoenix.
Well, this was back and forth yesterday. If this is the one I'm thinking of, and
Thank you, Alan.
it was going to be off and then back on, and is that the case that we were talking about with Miss Patterson?
Thank
Maybe
you,
it was a different case.
No, this was
Thank you,
just
Ty.
one email from Nicole Fagan. She sent a message to myself and Miss Green. It says, I was retained by Mr. Johnson over the weekend. He is set for a bond hearing tomorrow that we will be withdrawing and requesting that he not be brought over.
Okay, so then we just move on to the next case.
Yes.
Correct.
Well,
All right, Ms. Green, was that, you did in fact, not that I don't believe the spot, but you did receive something from Ms. Fagan?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, so we'll take it off by request of the defendant. Next case would be Ibrahim Floyd Lane.
Who?
Honor paid for the state judge.
Who?
Documenting for Mr. Lane.
Who?
Lord, I thought they was about to call his name.
Hey, Judge.
Who?
Mr. Lane is charged with aggravated assault.
Who?
This happened on May 24, 2022. Officers responded to Buddy's, which is located at 1181 McPherson Avenue, and referenced shots fired. Upon arrival, both the defendant, Ephraim Lane, and the victim,
You was trying to tell
Mr.
me
Shannon
what?
Johns, were detained. Officers viewed the store's camera footage and saw Lane and Johns engaged in a fight. Then Lane was holding a firearm in his hand while the victim was trying to grab it from him. During the tussle, Mr. Johns was able to take the gun.
We've been
Lane
saying
got
that.
back and
Okay, so
dropped it
then
when officers arrived.
it's Morris, a black woman, an older black woman, rough looking lady. Because I've been going back and forth between the two. Is this who you talking about?
You may have gotten ill or you may have had.
I understand, Judge.
Pull up your second. That concludes your first appearance hearing. Please follow the direction of my deputies. Ms. Alexander, remain standing.
Is this who you talking about? Has he gone up yet?
What kind of work?
Because I was playing this one earlier. No, she first. That's what I was saying. This is first appearance. This is first appearance.
Every what day is the
This is first appearance.
That look like a legit here though. But I don't know.
That's what I've been saying. I thought it was a younger black lady. That's what I said too.
concerned that you are not following its orders. So now I'm going to give you an order. And
that's what they keep saying. It's a This is first appearance. I tell you what. Let's play it and find out.
You're going to be required to sign the special condition, which requires that you stay away. Absolutely, directly or indirectly. By person, telephone, and any other means of communication, and the person home, job, or school.
This is live. This ain't old.
I require that you do.
This is live.
Waiting for EW. I apologize.
Division.
Yeah, I'm watching that right now. But I don't see nothing. He looks like Nation Up, but I don't know. But I'm gonna watch it for more pause. I ain't gonna watch it.
They don't say what room it's in, sis.
That's that same lady he had last time.
I know.
We don't know yet. We don't know yet, boss lady. I got the same thing, but I don't know.
I mean, I can't give you any advice. Okay, thank you. I didn't say judgment. That concludes your first appearance hearing. Please follow the direction of my deputies. Thank you.
Yeah, but it's not his judge, Makita. It's supposed to be, yeah.
At 4:48 a.m., officers responded to 3503 Memorial Drive, which is the Planet Fitness parking lot, in regards to an...
Hey, NJB.
Jeffrey Jackson advised that an unknown suspect held him at gunpoint and stole his vehicle. Mr. Jackson said he was exiting Planet Fitness.
I'm watching 2 court cases at one time, damn it.
I read the same thing, but it doesn't show. It doesn't show that online. Person who will not talk.
That looked like Natureboy in the back with his hair up.
I was showing this. I don't even talk about him. So
You connect attracted to 901 Ridgeview Avenue. At approximately 5:17 a.m., officers were dispatched to that address of 901 Ridge Avenue and spotted the silver Dodge Ram matching the armed robbery call. Officers got behind the vehicle and activated his blue lights and siren. The vehicle refused to stop and continued west on Donald Meade Howell.
Now you ain't got to replay it.
The vehicle continued on I-285 southbound, going at a high rate of speed.
It ain't do nothing yet, Dante. It ain't do nothing yet.
Miles per hour in light traffic.
Damn.
The vehicle proceeded north, and when the vehicle's tire partially came off, despite losing the tire, the vehicle continued heading west on Washington Road.
I'm watching 2 court
as the
cases
vehicle was
at one
attempting to get
time.
back on I-285, the vehicle left the roadway and drove into a ditch at the intersection of Washington Road and I-285. Officers exited the vehicle and gave the suspect verbal commands to exit the vehicle. The driver complied, and when he was detained, he gave officers a false name of Coda Mawan, and gave them a false date of birth, and nothing returned to that name. Officers were able to retrieve the handgun and the
I need
wallets
my
from
men's
the vehicle
to
and
start muting
transported
people whenever
the
y'all
suspect
see
to
something
South
inappropriate.
Precinct for further questioning. After being
Please mute
Mirandized,
him.
the defendant admitted to stealing.
That
a
looked
vehicle.
like Natureboy in
However,
the
he
back,
did
but I
deny
can't
having
tell.
a gun. And that's all the facts of the case, Your Honor. As for his criminal history, he has 5
They're a little bit
prior
loose at the
arrests.
mouth in here today.
In 2005, he was convicted of robbery that was reduced from an armed robbery. 2006, an aggravated assault. 2008, another armed robbery out of Fulton, a robbery conviction that was reduced from an armed robbery, and hijacking a motor vehicle that was in Cobb. And then in 2020, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. At this time, he has been incarcerated for 89 days, so the state is aware that tomorrow at the 90-day mark, he will be entitled to a bond. So with that in mind, we are asking for a very high bond. The victim in this case, I mean, they were strangers to each other, and he is suffering
Patrol.
because of this case, and he's opposed to a bond as he does have safety concerns. We do believe that he is an absolute danger to the community. This, like I said, was an attack on a stranger where he used a gun to hijack a vehicle. This has gone very poorly. He then put the public at risk by taking these officers on a high-speed chase.
He did what?
We also do believe he has a risk to reoffend, given his multiple robberies and armed robberies, his past convictions. So for that, and given the fact that he will be entitled to a bond tomorrow, we are asking for a high bond. We also, this case is going to be presented to a grand jury on June 21st of 2022.
Mr. Dale. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Lomax will be 34 this week on the 9th. He lived in Georgia his whole life. He has no children of his own, but he does have a fiance, and his grandmother also lives
Yeah. Can we get to the main case, damn it?
Girlfriend, who is about 2
We
months
hope
pregnant.
so. Hey, love.
She also has some children already that live with Mr. Lomax and his fiance. Her name is Asia Lynch. He has a residence, well, his aunt's residence is in.
Can we get top 4-star, please? Run it up.
They're currently with his fiance and her 2 children, but they have been working on purchasing a home. It's my understanding.
Oh, now you like her kids?
But in the meantime, he can also
now
stay
you
with
daddy.
his aunt. He was working
now
at
you dirty.
DHL warehouse at the time of this incident. Also had a couple of job offers pending.
Thank you.
He does have his GED, Your Honor. He pays all the bills. He's the breadwinner for his home. So his girlfriend and the child she's carrying and her other children are depending on him.
Oh,
Your
yeah.
Honor may have seen that we forwarded several reference letters for Mr. Lomax from the girlfriend's daughter, and some other
Lord, she done got her daughter mixed up in it.
Again, he's the breadwinner for the family.
Hey,
he's eager
Mika.
to get this case resolved one way or another. We do understand
Yeah, no
that
bond.
The state's in Ms. Lingel's proffer of what the facts of the case were, we understand that it's alleged that Mr. Lomax did make a statement admitting that he took the truck from the alleged victim, but he also, in that alleged statement, apparently denied having a gun. And I point out, Your Honor, the only gun that was ever found in this case was the gun that the alleged victim said was in his truck. So Mr. Lomax was arrested in the truck, and no gun was found. The only witness that would be able to give any evidence that Mr. Lomax had a gun is the alleged victim. Apparently, this happened, as Ms. Lingel stated.
I know, right? That's not how it works.
It's dark outside. There is some surveillance footage.
That's not how it works.
Planet Fitness, but I think at the preliminary hearing, law enforcement stated they have not been able to obtain that yet. So, I think the only evidence that Mr. Lomax had a gun comes from a gentleman who had
That's because it's not his case.
Might have just been a little embarrassed that he got jumped and taken for his vehicle, or whatever happened in this situation. There's no evidence that there was a gun that's credible at this point, Your Honor. Although Mr. Lomax does apparently have an extensive history, according to Ms. Lingel's information. I was not aware of some of these incidents that Ms. Lingel put on the record, but he apparently has no FTAs, again, he will be eligible for a bond tomorrow. And as the state has pointed out, they're not going to have him indicted prior to tomorrow. So for judicial economy, we might as well go ahead and set him a bond now, Your Honor. He would ask for $20,000.
$1 million.
All right. Number of problems with this is somebody's going to
right, Miss Baton Rouge.
When somebody doesn't have a weapon, I guess it would have been robbery by force or something. And he's flying at extremely high speeds, which is a danger to the public and a flight risk. And his prior record is consistent with what he's being charged with now. And so he's likely to reoffend. Today he is entitled to a bond, and I'm not going to give him one.
He on a roll. This man on a roll.
Danger to the public and likely to reoffend, and he can address it the next time he gets up on the next calendar, whenever that will be. When the 90 days is run, but it isn't today, and in good conscience, I'm not going to give him a bond. So, no bond. Next case is
It's who?
Jerry Travis Lowe.
Another? Do we get a no for you? Another no for you?
Read all of these different.
Don't smack
Has
that
he given anybody a bond?
Smack that light. Smack that light. Smack that light.
If you read these letters, it's a bunch of saints on this calendar.
Smack that like up.
Understood, Your Honor. Yeah. Jerry Travis Lowe.
Carter Payne for the state judge.
Can we get the likes up? Can we get these likes up? Come on, guys. Can we just hit that like button? Smack it up. Smack it up. Smack it up.
This occurred on March 25th, 2022.
That's right. Let's go.
First state troopers observed
get up.
defendant traveling on I-20
Let's
at a high rate of
go. Can we
speed.
get 5 likes? Can we get 5 more likes? 5
Traveling
more
at
likes.
86 miles per hour and 65.
Natureboy got arrested April 13th, so it ain't been 90 days.
Appeared to slow down, then accelerated.
We need 5 more likes.
Trooper drove up beside the vehicle,
5 more
but
likes.
the tent was too dark to see inside. Trooper then tried to do a pit maneuver. The driver
3 more likes.
initially lost control, but was able to regain it and drove off. The chase continued, and when they were near I-20 and the Flashholes Road exit, there was...
Y'all, we got 1.4K in the room. Can I get everybody to play their bells? Can I get everybody to play their bells 99 at a time? Please and thank you, and please.
No traffic, so the trooper attempted to do the pit maneuver again. The driver eventually did lose control.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
The troopers approached the vehicle with weapons drawn. They found inside the vehicle the driver, and the driver exited. It was the defendant. The front seat passenger was a female, and then she had a baby in her arms.
What?
So later identified as the mother of the child, and the father of the child was the defendant. The backseat left passenger also had a toddler in her arms.
What?
And
no bail. No bail.
The driver was identified as the defendant and had warrants out of Smyrna and College Park. College Park one was an aggravated assault warrant. They checked inside the vehicle and there were no child restraints. That's where
Can we get 2 more likes? Can we get 2 more likes? Clean up hearts.
They also were able to find a firearm, an XD-40 caliber that was found in the right backseat passenger area.
No,
I know, right?
Out of Atlanta,
we need 2 likes. We need 2 likes. We need 2 likes.
Since August 25th, 2021 for
hey,
a failure to
hey,
appear.
baby.
As for the criminal history,
there
is the driving with a suspended license warrant for 2021 out of Smyrna.
Shy, you didn't miss nothing.
Driving with suspended license out of 2019. A 2018 failure.
Just kick them, troll. Just kick them. Don't even worry about muting them. Just kick them.
Firearm during the commission of a felony.
That'll be a no.
That was a conviction in 2018, and then a subsequent 2020 probation violation. Then there's a couple more driving without a licenses, and then in 2017 there was an aggravated assault and possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony, plus a theft by taking conviction out of Fulton. That he pled, it was a 6 years to serve 1 under the First Offender Act. And that's it from there on, Judge. But given the fact that there were not only active warrants, but the defendant tried to flee at a high rate of speed with 2 children in the car,
Thank you,
And he
Nettie.
has 2 prior convictions for aggravated assault and possessing firearms. The firearm was found in the car, Judge. So he's a risk to reoffend, and he's a danger to the community, on top of being an obvious flight risk, given the facts of this case, Judge. We ask that he not receive a bond. This is not a 90-day case, Judge, and bond was already denied by Judge Piegler back in April.
That'll be a no.
All right, Mr. Skinner.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Lowe is asking for a $5,000 bond. He's of limited means, and he has a sick 4-year-old child in the hospital and an ailing parent that he takes care of. Mr. Lowe has lived in Georgia all his life. All Mr. Lowe's children, his wife, and his parents all live in Georgia and have all lived in Georgia all their lives. His mother, sister, and fiance are all on the call today as a show of support. Mr. Lowe's 4-year-old is sick in the hospital with a viral illness that the child is particularly vulnerable to, as they have asthma. The child is at Hughes Spalding Hospital in downtown Atlanta. And when the child is released, Mr. Lowe would be relied upon to provide continuing care for the child.
Yes.
Mr. Lowe's father was recently diagnosed with stage 4 stomach, bone, and brain cancer.
Jesus.
He and his mother are the primary caregivers for Mr. Lowe's father. Mr. Lowe is the primary breadwinner for his family as well as his father. And so his financial contributions are even more desperately needed now than before. In that respect, Mr. Lowe has 2 jobs that he can return to. One is
he didn't think about all that shit before he got in trouble.
As a manager at Church's
Hey,
Chicken.
Shocky.
One of the letters that we sent in for your review, Your Honor, was from his supervisor there at the restaurant. They are very eager for his return. The other job that he has is as a sheetrocker. He's had that job for
Me too, top
year,
notch.
and his manager is also eager to have him return.
Except
Mr. Lowe
Mr.
has
Lord, rather
continuously
committed
lived in
Mike.
the same residence for 6 years, and that is where he would return upon release. That home is in Decatur. He would return to that residence.
What's up, Robert
Mr.
G?
Lowe does not have any felony convictions in the last 5 years. He does have a failure to appear for that Smyrna traffic ticket, but he has rectified that and has coordinated with his family outside to close that, and the hold from Smyrna.
Come on now, fix that. Don't forget, guys, if you haven't hit that like, this is live as live could be. The judge has been a new judge. We have a new judge now, so we don't know when his case is coming up, but we on it like the Green Hornet. If you haven't hit that like, Take the time out to hit the like. If you are new to the channel and you would like to subscribe to the channel, hit the subscribe button. But if not, hit the like. Hit the like. Let's get these likes. Let's take this time and get these likes up. Hey, boss lady. Boss lady.
You understand that? All right, now, so what is your question?
I found another place to live, and I'm in the process of moving out. What is it?
Deputy, can you help her understand what I've said probably about 15 times today?
Okay.
I don't know what's going on with this Casey, but we gonna stay on toppy. Oh, she ended her live. Why? Gotta probably go out, come back in. Let's see what happens. Let's see if she come back on. Where you at, chick? Nope, they ain't get to nature, not yet. All these big butts and stuff. Boss lady. That janky 56 internet of hers. Chrissy, wait before you go smash it. Hey, Blanchy Pooh. Are you working, baby? If his family needed him, why did he cut up like that? I don't know. I know she better get on back here. She better get on back, damn it. And then we got the other lady. But you can't record her. But we got the other lady that's live now. We don't want to see them, do we? No. Let's stroll up or down or something else. They changed, boss lady. Where you at? Boss lady. She must be on the phone. Charlie B has his picture on it. I can't find Charlie. If I could find Charlie, believe me, I know Charlie covers it, but Charlie, is he live now? Where y'all see Charlie at? Let me go check out Charlie. No, I don't have Charlie. Oh, yes, I do got Charlie. He way down. There.
As the DA has stated, he has been in custody for over 100 days, so he's entitled to a bond.
Y'all, Popeyes are just chicken.
Mr. Russell is immigrant here from
thank you, guys.
But Georgia is his home. He's been here for the last 20 years. Mr. Russell has significant ties to the community. His
got it, baby.
Here. He has 10 children.
Thank you, Sonia.
8 kids from a prior marriage, and he has his current wife.
All them damn babies.
Worked consistently the entire time that he's been in Georgia. He's a cook, taught with designs on opening up his own and is working towards.
We get to hear a bunch of cases today.
He's also a member of the church here locally, St. Vincent Paul, and
Charlie No Angel.
He's a volunteer, prepares meals
hey, Tracy.
for meals for Mr. Marcelino, I say all that to say that Mr. Marcelino is not a threat to flee. He's not a flight risk in any way. He has strong ties to the community. As it relates to some of the underlying charges, I think that it's important to note that the TPO was dismissed in January, just a couple of weeks before this incident happened. I say that only to say, as it relates to the issue of contacting the witness, staying away, Mr. Marcelino is not a native English speaker.
What language do you speak?
And as the DA has pointed out,
What that got to do with that?
Any kind of real criminal history that he has is basically these incidents, right? Why that's significant is because things can get lost in translation, right? Where Mr. Marcelino is looking at, well, there was this TPA that was filed, but that was dismissed. And so he may have been under the impression that it was okay to have contact. There is some evidence that from Mr. Marcelino that the contact between him and his wife was essential.
Boss lady.
Like they had been in communication because they had just had a child together. Right? And so I say that in this instance, if granted reasonable bond in the situation, Mr. Marcelino will be fully apprised of the fact that he cannot be in contact with the victim if that's court's order. Whereas there may have been some miscommunication as to how that was working beforehand. Again, he has no significant criminal history to speak of, and we do not feel that he's any kind of a threat to the community at large or a threat to intimidate the witness. Mr. Marcelino is adamant that even in the reports that he was not resisting arrest, that he didn't the whatever he had,
follow
he had
me,
to stand the
y'all.
knife,
Spin a bean, double
was
tap the
not taken
screen.
from him. He wasn't wrestled to the ground or anything like this. He surrendered. He went willfully, and he definitely was upset
Trisha,
at the time. But that wasn't like an upset that manifested itself in anger or aggression, that kind of thing. It was more
Trisha
of an
Wilkerson.
and
That
we would
dry
be open
ass
to
braid.
something that required
on
bond, some sort of mental health evaluation, and checking in with pre-trial services or anything that the court deemed appropriate to manage that side of this case. So we would be asking for a reasonable bond be set. Mr. Marshall is not a man, so we feel like a $10,000 bond with stay-away orders and any other things that the court deems appropriate to ensure no contact with his wife at this point going forward would be appropriate in this case.
Set a bond of $25,000, no contact with the victim, and he can make it any way.
He the first one got it.
Cases, it Juan Sanders.
Well, I'm not hearing about no dip one.
I'm paying for the state
He's the first
judge,
one.
and this is for the
First
evidence.
one got a bond.
14, 15, and 16 are all the same defendant. So I figured if the court would like to handle all three at the same time.
Yes, we can.
Do that, Judge.
Okay.
I'm not sure who. I think Dante Hudson was on this case as well, actually.
So that's the information that we had, Your Honor.
And it looked, well, Ms. Bernard was assisting at some point, but she didn't say anything about these.
She did not.
I can see if I can reach out to her and see if she's covering or if Mr. Hudson is back from his motion, Judge.
All right, well, let's go down. What was this? 15, 14, 15, and 16. Okay. I'm gonna go on with the other matters and see if we can get either Mr. Hudson or Ms. Bernard to appear on these other three.
Excuse me, my apologies. Actually, I did receive a message in the chat from Ms. Bernard saying that Mr. Hudson asked if these cases be continued.
Ms. Bernard, who's
okay? All right. So that's the request by defense counsel was to continue.
Objected from the state judge.
All right, that's granted. next case would be Dennis Smith.
Do she not know she on the live in a courtroom?
Lingo for the state, Your Honor.
Nephew Dale for Mr. Smith, Your Honor. Sorry.
No, you're fine. I got ahead of myself. Mr. Smith is charged with home invasion in the first degree. To give you the facts of the case, on April 15th of 2022, Officer Williams responded to the incident location of 2409 Aylesbury Loop, Unit 89 in DeKalb County, Georgia, in reference to a home invasion call. Officer Williams made contact with the victim, Mr. Ralph Knight, who is 72 years old. Mr. Knight is known as the neighborhood Candyman or local store. Mr. Knight advised that Dennis, the defendant, came into his residence while the door was unlocked and asked for his girlfriend, Kat. The victim, Mr. Knight, informed the defendant that Kat was not in his home. The victim advised that Kat had been at the home before to purchase toiletries, but she was not in the home that day and told the defendant he could look for himself. The defendant drew his handgun and then hit the victim several times on or about the face with the handgun. The defendant then proceeded to drag the victim into his own bedroom, tear his shirt, and continued assaulting him. Before fleeing the scene, the defendant took Mr. Knight's cell phone, the victim in this case, and while on scene speaking with witnesses, Officer Williams was advised that Kat, later identified as Raja Salman, was walking towards him. Officer Williams briefly spoke with Ms. Salman, who advised that the defendant's full name is Dennis Smith. She advised that they had just gotten married that day, and that the defendant is uncontrollable when he is, quote, on them drugs, unquote. She stated that she had nothing to do with the situation and refused to give up any additional information regarding the defendant. Mr. Knight was able to provide a description of the defendant with the assistance of RMS. And viewing the jail history reports, officers were able to reasonably identify the defendant. And he looked exactly as the victim in this case described him. A photo lineup was compiled, and the victim in the case was able to positively identify the defendant as the defendant who had assaulted to him. The victim in this case was transported to the hospital where it was later learned that he had sustained a broken bone in his face and had to receive stitches in 3 different areas of his face. In regards to this defendant's criminal history, he does have a relatively lengthy criminal history dating back to 1998. I guess just to save time to not go through all of that, he does have a possession of cocaine with intent to distribute in Fulton, possession of cocaine and marijuana in DeKalb, that was 2012, 2013, a battery and obstruction 911 call in DeKalb, 2018, disorderly conduct out of Fulton, 2018, again, a battery, family violence, aggravated assault.
Y'all, can we get some crowns, shed a live, double tap the screen, send a bean. Make sure y'all follow
2019, me. A battery, family violence, and disorderly conduct without DeKalb. And then he does have other misdemeanors in his criminal history. At this time, Your Honor, the defendant is not entitled to a bond, as this is not a 90-day case. The victim in this case does have safety concerns, and in fact, the victim's son, I believe, is on this call and would like to make a statement once I'm done. We are requesting that bond be denied. This defendant is a significant danger to the community, as evidenced by this horrible crime against an elderly person.
Somebody get y'all cousin
He does have a
Trisha.
violent criminal history, so we do believe that he is a risk to reoffend. And even as his own wife stated, he does appear to have a drug problem. So again, likely to reoffend or commit more crimes if he is released. He's also a risk to intimidate the witness. As the victim's son stated, he saw the defendant driving around the complex after the incident. So for these reasons, we do believe that it is appropriate for the defendant, given his history in this incident, that bond should be denied. And I do—
Go ahead with the statement.
Yes, Your Honor. Hold on, let me look and see if he is on here. Your Honor, I'm not seeing him on this call.
Is Mr. Smith's son on the call? If you are, please identify yourself.
It would actually be Mr. Knight's son.
Mr. Knight, I'm sorry, excuse me. Mr. Knight's son on the call. If so, please identify yourself. Hearing none, let me hear from the defendant.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, Mr. Smith recently tragically lost his daughter, Denisha, in a senseless crime of violence and murder. Her funeral occurred since the date of his arrest, but apparently her cremation is yet to occur. And we'd like the court to take that into consideration and in our request for bond for Mr. Smith so that he can be present for at least the cremation. He's already missed the funeral, but the court should have received, and the DA has also received some letters from some of Mr. Smith's family members, his mother, who has apparently very extensive heart condition and other
333. No.
surgeries this
that's
year.
sad.
Of course, is also now suffering from
I can't watch it from
Mr.
the
Smith's daughter's
YouTube
death.
because
Her
they
granddaughter's
could strike
death.
you.
And
They
she-
can
she
strike you,
needs
so we're gonna
Mr.
watch it
Smith's
from him.
help desperately. He's been the primary provider of her home, and of course has helped her throughout the recovery from her surgeries and her health problems. His wife also
These men are so
apparently
terrible.
had a heart
You
attack.
can't even think of
not too
something
long
good
ago,
to say.
and
Damn.
So he's been the sole provider for that household as well. He is a certified brick mason, and his employer Trillium has said that he can come back to work if he's given a bond. Also forwarded to Your Honor and to the state is a letter from Trillium, an employment verification letter, and also our news article detailing the murder of Mr. Smith's daughter, Denisha. Your Honor,
They need some new judges. I mean, some new lawyers.
Mentioned. So go ahead.
Thank you, Judge. Mr. Smith has extensive ties to the community. He would live with his aunt, Barbara Smith.
Grown man living with
and
his
has been
aunt.
there for the past 7 years.
Leave the candy man
He
alone.
will not be anywhere near the victim in this case. He no longer will. It's a different area where his aunt lives. That is 845 Proctor Street Northwest, and he has no problem staying away from there. I understand the concerns of the victim, in this case, the alleged victim, and of course, we have no problem.
Come on with the next no. Let's go. To Natureboy, I don't know, Jasmine. Welcome.
Again, he
check
has
my likes.
extensive ties to the community.
Let's get these likes. See what
between
these
his
likes
aunt
look
and
like.
his mother and
Come on,
his
guys.
wife.
Smash
mother and wife.
these likes. Smash them up. Slap
has,
them up and flip it and rub it down.
Reasons
Can we
to
get,
stay around.
can
in
we
order
get
to take
4
care
likes?
of,
Can we
course,
get
Your
4
Honor.
likes?
And,
Just 4. 4 more likes.
I don't know if I mentioned this, but I'll just say it.
Just say it.
Even though Ms. Lincoln
3 more
did
likes.
point
3 more
out,
likes.
A litany of offenses that apparently Mr. Smith has
Trisha stressed out, y'all.
either been convicted of. I'm not sure if they were all convictions or not,
like
but
she in court.
if any, in
3
any event,
more.
Your Honor,
One
there
more
was
like.
no
Just
allegation that
one
he ever
more
failed
like.
to appear regarding any of those matters.
Y'all play the eggs, play the bills. We need some trophies. We need some crowns. We on our way to
just
2
in light of the
boxes, y'all.
tragedy that has occurred in his family and the fact that he can go back to work, Your Honor, we would ask the court to have all that in consideration. And one other thing that I need to point out before I'm done with the hearing.
Thank you, Jasmine.
The state, in its recitation of the facts in this case, pointed out that the alleged victim is known as the Candy Man for running the local store. So I think, there's at least a genuine issue as far as whether or not this was a home invasion. That's what he's charged with. But if we're talking about a store, then this was not a home invasion.
Was a store invasion, damn it.
Account as well. And we'd ask the court to set a bond in the amount of $15,000.
Hey, Felicia. How are you?
All right. This alleged situation where the individual, and I understand what you say about whether or not it was a home invasion or whether he was an invitee or whatever the legal terms are. I haven't looked at that in a while, but
Rocky done crept in here. Hey, Rocky, baby.
He comes into this man's
Hey, Les.
home
Hey,
for
Crow
no
Connections.
apparent reason, severely beats him. and then leaves.
He beat him.
For absolutely no reason.
Gotta be a note
other
bond
than
for
he's
you.
been on them drugs
A note?
or whatever, according to his
I used to look her up on Facebook, Trisha Wilkerson.
So
they making us wait this morning, baby. They making us
So
wait.
he's a risk to danger to the public. He's likely to reoffend.
They
given
making
his
us
long
wait this
lengthy criminal
morning.
history,
But we here
and
for it.
he's a risk to intimidate witnesses. I'm sorry about all of the things going on with his family, but if you got all of that stuff going on, then you don't need to be going out doing these kinds of things. So no bond right now. Next case is Joel DeMarcus Taylor.
Hannah Lango for the state, Your Honor.
Do we have a defense counsel?
I have that listed as a Mr. James Barnett. But I'm not seeing him on the call.
I know it. I don't know if this is the same James Barnett. Can we get, is Mr. Barnett's listed as attorney of record, Ms. Green?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, could you try to see if you can contact his office or get in touch with him, and we'll go on with the rest of the calendar for the time being?
Will do.
Thank you. We're 21, Jacobert D. Wilkerson.
Maggar for the state, Your Honor.
Okay.
Greg Richardson again for Mr. Wilkerson.
Okay.
All right, Your Honor. The facts of the case are that on November 18th, 2021, officers responded to a domestic call at 1510 Boulder Crest Road here in DeKalb County. They met with the victim, Ms. Raven Michon. She told them that her domestic partner, the defendant, with whom she shares 2 children, strangled her and then rubbed his gun against her face, causing abrasion on her left cheek. She said the defendant struck her multiple times with a closed fist in front of her 2 children who are under the age of 18. The officer did observe swelling to the victim's forehead, bruising from her right calf, and several scratches on her arms and back.
Oh, she there for her son, Wilkerson.
Officers that after he had done that,
She said Wilkerson.
that he had entered her apartment without permission, forcibly took her phone from her person as she tried to dial 911 and fled the scene.
Oh, wow.
During the assault, he struck a TV with a hammer and cut her couch, causing damage in excess of $500.
Stay his ass in there,
too. Was
too.
on bond for a state court case involving the same victims, and there was a special condition of that bond that he stay away from her. He is charged with aggravated assault, 2 counts, battery, family violence, cruelty to children, and the third 2 counts, obstructing or hindering a person making an emergency telephone call, robbery by force, criminal damage to property in the 2nd degree, and burglary in the 1st degree. As far as his criminal history, Your Honor, back in 2019, he was convicted of theft by receiving stolen property and possession of marijuana in Fulton County. He was given a 12-month suspended sentence. Again, 2018, driving without suspended license. 2019, it looks like he had a firearm commission of felony and obstruction here in DeKalb County. He was convicted of that in January of 2020.
We waiting.
In September 2020, he was arrested in Fulton County for aggravated assault strangulation. That is currently pending in Fulton County. So he was on bond for assault strangulation when he got this case, Your Honor. There was that pending DeKalb County case I mentioned, hindering a 911 call, terrorist threats. He posted a $5,000 bond on that case on September 9th, 2021, so just about 2 months prior to this case. And then September 13th, 2021, he was arrested in Fulton County for family violence battery.
Get his ass.
Defendant and victim were together for 6 years. They have 2 children. The victim is
Ooh,
currently
Trisha,
5
I'm
months
stressed
pregnant.
like you, sis. Who
Yeah,
else
from the state's
stressed?
point of view, he has multiple cases
Woo!
pending with the same victim.
Yeah.
The violence appears to be
I'm stressed
escalating.
like Trisha.
He
I need
obviously
one,
wants
Trisha.
court orders, as he's been out on bond on several cases. In
Yeah,
this
I
case,
see why she was acting like that.
he has only been in for
No wonder why she
72
over there
days.
sweating like
He should be
shit.
indicted before the 90 days. I'm told by the ADA handling the case. So he is not entitled to a bond. His bond was denied on April 7th of this year. There have been no material changes in circumstances. Therefore, the state believes the bond should be denied.
Okay.
Hey, Mr. Richardson.
Then we got another one.
Thank you, Your Honor. So a couple things at the outset. At the prelim on April 20th, the robbery was reduced to misdemeanor theft by taking, and the criminal damage in second degree was reduced to criminal trespass by Judge Williams. The defendant in this case, Mr. Wilkerson, is 27 years of age. His entire family is here in Georgia and the Atlanta metro area. As he has 2 children already, and as the DA stated, he has one on the way with the alleged victim in this case, and we're fine. He's fine with having no contact going forward with this victim. As far as housing, he has a place where he can bond, where he can go to if granted bond. In this case, he'll be able to stay with his grandmother.
Y'all share the live, double tap the screen. Let's get some crowds. Let's get some maces.
He has,
we almost at my second box, y'all.
Been a forklift operator for the last 9 years. He has an associate's degree from Atlanta Metro University. I think that the thing that is most telling here is that there's incidents going back and forth with between the AV and Mr. Wilkerson. I think that what it's telling is that the alleged victim in this case has showed up at a previous hearing and what she stated is that at least to some of the strangulation charges or the idea there is that she didn't say that Mr. Wilkerson actually strangled him, right?
Oh my God!
Her call to the police was not an instance of her fearing for her safety. Her call to the police was fearing for Mr. Wilkerson's safety, that he may do harm to himself. And so we may be dealing with a mental health issue here that ought to be addressed. This is not a case where, at least according to the victim himself, that she feels threatened or feels bothered, but that Mr. Wilkerson, she believes, poses a threat to himself, and she wants him to get help in that regard. Right. So I think that a reasonable course going forward is to issue him a reasonable bond so they can get out, and then issue some sort of mandated treatment, mental health evaluation, and then following the treatment as prescribed in whatever it may be. And I think that if there is underlying health evaluations, I mean, Mr. Wilson admits himself that he probably suffers from depression, that's self-diagnosed, but when those things are present, we understand there's potentially other things present as well that can lead to questionable behavior that can be mistaken as depression or champagne when it is actually really aggression or problems within themselves, threatening harm to themselves. So we would ask that a reasonable bond be set in this instance with those kinds of
I hope so, Dante.
so that Mr. Wilkerson can get the proper treatment that he needs, so that going forward these things won't be a problem. I think any sort of past orders that he had, I believe, were just stay away orders. So I think that if we go a step further and mandate some sort of mental health evaluation and following that treatment as a condition of the bond, I think that we can ensure general safety goes to Mr. Wilkerson and also the capacity for him to stay away from the alleged victim in these cases going forward.
All right, Mr. Wilkerson is alleged to have committed some serious acts of violence on the alleged victim in this case that was corroborated by the police viewing obvious injuries to the alleged victim.
No bond.
While he was on bond with a stay away from a previous incident, he's likely to reoffend if released, and he's likely to intimidate the witness who's the alleged victim in this particular case. if he has any mental health issues, then while he's still in custody, send me the paperwork and we'll sign it, and he can get an evaluation. No bond on this one.
Can we keep it up?
Reasons likely to reoffend and likely to intimidate the witness. This is one of those situations which is consistent with the escalation of violence, and I fear that the alleged victim, being 5 months pregnant, is seriously in a dangerous posture. This man was released at this time. Next case is Eric Williams.
God damn it!
And Your Honor, that concludes my business. May I be excused?
You may have a good day.
Same for me, Your Honor. That concludes my business. May I be excused?
Yes, sir. You too. You as well. Have a good day. Stay safe.
Eric Williams is counterpaying for the state, Judge.
Your Honor, Matthew Dale, Mr. Williams, but before we proceed with that, I will just give him some information that apparently we've had several transfers within our office between divisions, and I think position 19 might be Mr. Richardson's, and he got off before I could text him and let him know. So he may come back. I don't know. I'm going to finish texting him while.
All right, next case. Next case, damn it. Next case.
So for the time being, I would ask that we just come back to number 19, and if that doesn't, if we can't get Mr. Richardson in, then I'll be asking for a reset on his behalf.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Payne, go ahead.
Thank you, Judge. As for state versus Mr. Eric Williams, he is charged with aggravated assault. This happened on May 23rd, 2022 at approximately 11 a.m. Officers responded to a person shot call at the Motel 6 off Candler Road.
Motel 6.
On arrival, the officers spoke with the victim, William Dean, who stated he was grazed by a bullet as he sat near the pillar on the west side of the front door while he was looking on his phone. The bullet grazed his left hip/buttocks area. The officers then reviewed the Motel 6's footage and revealed that the defendant, Eric Williams, was having an argument with an unknown subject. Williams then stands up from his wheelchair and shots can be heard. Based on the review of the footage, the shots come from Williams. And the unknown suspects, or the unknown subject he's arguing with, also got hit on the right hand and /arm. So that's an unknown victim at this time. The unknown victim flees back to the motel and Williams fled the scene. As of right now, we don't know who that second victim is, but we do know that Mr. William Dean is still residing at that hotel. The issue, on top of the fact that this is yet another instance of gun violence, is that
Not drama found our boyfriend.
Mr. Williams was convicted
now he got them Hot Wheels
and carrying a pistol without a license back in 1987 in Newton County and was sentenced to life. He does have a hold from the pardons and parole for that murder conviction.
That was back when it was 7 years still. Minimum before you
we need 30 more crowns to my second box score. Let's go. We need 3 more trophies. Shit alive, double top the screen. I'm working overtime to make sure we don't miss this. 14, just in case Natureboy do show up. I don't know.
That's how we explain why
the true claim that Natureboy case is not today, but we're gonna see.
On a life sentence.
Yes, Judge. And he
too long-winded and saying nothing.
I believe that given the wheelchairs and other facts that we've learned, I believe that Mr. Williams does have some sort of illness, but given the fact that this happened while he was in a wheelchair,
let me check the documents again.
He is clearly still
maybe they changed his day
to the community, and I mean, given the serious criminal history that he had from a murder taking another life and the gun violence, we ask that there not be a bond. He has been in for 14 days.
Okay, Mr. Dale.
Yeah, I would love to work the court. That would be cheap.
Just to flesh out the sentence for the murder case, he actually did serve 39 years in that case, is the information that I have, Your Honor. So quite a lengthy prison sentence.
Yes, sir. My comment earlier was that he might have been eligible for parole. That doesn't mean he would have gotten parole after 7. So,
right.
All right.
I understand, Your Honor. Mr. Williams is 52 years old, Your Honor. He is in a wheelchair, as Mr. Payne pointed out.
And he was shooting.
He has terminal cancer, Your Honor, and that's part of the reason that he was released from prison. Apparently, he was given a reprieve. The injuries are not alleged to be serious, although I understand this was a gun violence type of case, but the facts at trial are going to show that Mr. or perhaps actually a pretrial hearing and a community hearing are going to show that Mr. Williams might have shot someone other than the individual against whom he was defending himself. That's a transferred intent issue, Judge. So I think if self-defense applies, it's going to apply regardless of who might have been hit by the gun. And we believe self-defense is going to apply. Apparently, one of the individual who he was having an altercation with had at some point taken his medication and knocked him out of his wheelchair. So apparently he was not in possession of the gun prior to the incident. It was put into his possession. I'm sorry I can't give the court more information about that, but that's the information that I have. But as far as ties to the community, he was born and raised in Atlanta. He has two brothers, an aunt, and other family in Georgia. Again, Mr. Payne did point out that there is some security footage from the Motel 6. So I think that footage, and also some witnesses, apparently the individual who gave Mr. Williams the gun and the owner of the hotel, Ms. Sue, would be witnesses that we can get.
This is a lot, y'all. 99 Masons, y'all. Can we get some eggs? Let's get some trophies, y'all. Shed Alive. We just waiting for Natureboy's part to come up. Shed Alive, double tap the
No, she not the presiding officer no more.
Because
Miss Leo.
And I understand.
It's another judge.
And he still.
Yes, ma'am. They did a okie doke on us.
Someone who was injured. But realistically, Your Honor, that's a kind of a freak incident, and Mr. Williams is not really in a position to be a danger to the community from a wheelchair with terminal cancer.
He just shot somebody with
further not really in a position to be a danger to the community or a flight risk or any of the other problems that under the IALA factors that the court might consider him to be, because he has a hold from pardons and paroles. So we just ask the court to he's not capable of employment given his physical health, and
he's capable of shooting somebody.
So we ask the court to set a low bond so that he can be.
Somebody look up his docket case. Look up his docket and see if his case is still today. Or postponed. I can't find it.
With whatever it is they intend to do on the parole issue.
It's a parole hold on him now, correct?
Correct. That's my understanding from Mr. Payne. I don't think I had that information prior to now, but we just asked that the court set a low bond in the amount of $5,000.
All right. I'll set a bond at $10,000. Stay away from the victims.
Oh shit, we got one. He set a bond.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right.
Judge, if I could add that stay away from that Motel 6.
Oh yeah, well, stay away from the victim and the location.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
And he did indicate that, as far as we know, the alleged victim was still living at that location. Okay. Next case is Diego Zavala.
We don't have no damn Diego. Somebody look up the docket case and see if he's still on the list for today.
Helen Pat for the state.
All right.
Somebody look up the case for today.
Your Honor, this defendant is entitled to bond. I'm still trying to gather some information which would allow me to indict the case, but I'm not ready quite yet. The defendant is charged with one count of malice murder. He is 27 years old, and the victim is his brother, Luis Zavala, who was 38 at the time of the offense. This incident occurred on February 23rd of this year, at about a little bit before 9 in the evening. At least that's when the 9.
Did he kill his brother?
Yes.
The victim, Luis Zavala, was found deceased in the parking lot of the Mirador apartment complex in Chambly. He was laying in the parking lot and had suffered 16 stab wounds.
Oh, Lord.
We
didn't ask to see all this.
Arrived at the scene and saw that there was a blood trail leading
from the body up the front breezeway staircase to apartment I-11, which is where the victim had been living. A second blood trail was leading from that same apartment down the back stairs.
We didn't ask for all of this.
Inside the apartment, officers noticed that there was a great deal of blood splatter on the walls and on the floor in the dining area. There were some witnesses who lived in the apartment complex. They told officers, none of them had actually seen the stabbing occur, but they told officers that they had heard an argument outside of apartment I-11.
No
One
bond.
of the witnesses saw a
No bond.
using the back staircase. Surveillance videos from the complex did not show the stabbing, but did show a suspect who was identified as the defendant carrying 2 bags and walking along the back side of the building. Shortly after,
I know, NFO. Hey, sweetie.
detectives learned that Luis Zavala lived in the apartment with a woman by the name of Nubia Cloman. They spoke with Ms. Cloman, who was not present at the time of the incident. She advised that the victim and suspect were brothers and that the defendant stayed in the apartment with them. However, he also had a second apartment at 2281 Plaster Road, which was the Sienna Ridge apartment complex. Ms. Cloman said that that the victim and the defendant had been arguing prior to the incident date, but nothing had ever gotten physical, as far as she knew. On February 24th, the day following the homicide, Ms. Cloman received a text that the defendant was at his apartment at the Sienna Ridge apartment complex. Officers went out to the scene. They knocked on the door. Nobody answered, but they did observe someone peeking out the window. Soon after, the defendant did step out of the apartment and was detained. Pursuant to a search warrant of that apartment, officers found a white plastic bag that had suspected blood on it, as well as a pair of shoes that appeared to have blood on them. These items have been sent to the crime lab. Blood examination is currently pending.
We didn't ask to hear all of this.
Evening,
Damn.
the defendant
Okay.
was taken to headquarters where he
Leo.
waived his Miranda rights and gave a statement to detectives. The statement was in Spanish, Your Honor, and it has not yet been interpreted from Spanish to English. That's one of the reasons that I'm waiting to indict the case, is to have that complete. The defendant said that he had worked for his brother Luis since the previous August, but Luis did not appreciate him. Until about 2 weeks earlier, Luis had been driving the defendant to work. However, on the incident date, Luis did not take him to work, so the defendant had to call a taxi. And because he was late to work that morning, Luis was angry with him. The defendant advised that Luis always tried to interfere with his life.
I need more grapes. This is stressing me
He
out.
said that in Mexico, Luis abused a woman that one of them had a child with. I can't tell based on the language, based on the fact that it is in Spanish. Additionally, the defendant said that Luis
I got that part. I just can't show it.
The defendant killed in Mexico. The defendant showed detectives a scar on his abdomen that he said was from when the defendant had tried to have him killed. According to the defendant, on February 23rd, he went to Luis's apartment where he had been staying to pick up some clothes that he had left there. He had told Luis that he was coming to the apartment. When he got there,
I need up to date. What is going on with his case?
Said that Luis dodged him. Luis apparently went into the kitchen and produced a sharp knife. The defendant was able to take the knife away from Luis. The defendant said he could not contain himself and started hitting Luis with the knife. While stabbing the victim, the defendant said that he remembered everything Luis had done to him in Mexico. He said that the fight ended at the stairs, that all of the stabbing occurred in the apartment. The defendant then went back into the apartment, grabbed a bag containing his clothes, and left the complex. He said that he caught a taxi back to the Sienna Ridge apartments and that he threw the knife away. He did confirm that the person that officers saw on the surveillance video was him. When asked further about the knife, the defendant said that he wanted a lawyer. Your Honor, he has one prior arrest. On July 4th of 2021 in Sanford, Florida, he was arrested for driving without a license. Again, the 90th day was on May 24th, so he is entitled to bond. However, I do believe that the defendant poses a danger. So I am asking for a high bond of at least $100,000. Additionally, I'm asking that he be ordered to wear an ankle monitor. I'm not sure where he will be living, but I'd ask that address be given to us and that he be ordered to be under house arrest. And that he will only be allowed to leave for work, medical appointments, and appointments with his doctor. Additionally, I'm asking for a no contact provision with Nuvia Cloman or any other witness or potential witness to the case, and that he have no contact with the Mirador apartment complex.
Hey, Mr. Devon.
Thank you, Judge. Mr. Zavala is 27 years old. He's originally from Mexico. He has 3 brothers, one of whom you have heard about.
No, we only need 2 more trophies.
His mother, as I understand it, passed away when he was 2. Apparently, she died of cancer. He has no recollection of her. He apparently grew up with an older brother and his, I'm assuming, paternal grandfather. It sounds like his father was in his life, but not heavily involved as best I can tell. He does have 2 children, ages 8 and 2. He did well in school. Apparently, he had earned a scholarship to continue his education through, I guess, secondary school, and ended up going to a polytechnic university in Mexico, and was about a year short of earning his engineering degree or certification. For reasons I don't quite understand, I think having to do with finances, he was forced to cease his studies and started working as best he could. He came to the United States in an attempt to earn more pay so that he could provide a better life for his children. He had worked, as you have heard, down in Florida for a period of time, owed some money down there, and ended up coming to Atlanta where he had familial contacts. He did live with his brother for a period of time, Judge. That wasn't working out well. As
I can't find it.
Already surmised, I am investigating a potential self-defense claim. My understanding is, well, I have reason to believe in any event that Luis Zavala had been
Why do
taking money
Teresa look shocked? Didn't she push these
my
things out her
client,
vagina?
Mr. Diego Zavala. As you have
we need
heard,
18 more crowns. Why
there
is
is
she
at
looking
least some
shocked?
indication.
No, we don't know
We
yet.
know that
He
he did it.
no.
Down in Mexico. He has multiple stab wounds to his torso, 3. I have reason to believe
the
at
mom
least that Mr. Luis Zavala was involved in
not the
that.
mama. My bad.
There are other incidents that transpired during the course
I don't think I heard that part. Was I going to get great?
3, 4, 5 months or so prior to the incident that
we don't know, Koya.
Lead us to believe that Luis Zavala was taking advantage of Mr. Diego Zavala. To the extent that he is a threat, Judge, I would submit that it was just a threat inside the family. In particular, this incident occurred as a result of poor relations between 2 brothers. We have a driving without a license down in Florida. That's basically a status offense. There are no other indications that he has ever engaged in any violent conduct, that he has ever stolen from anybody, or that he is a threat to commuting.
What y'all guessing, y'all? No bond or bond? I'm guessing no bond.
No bond.
He does have a friend with whom he can live. If Mr. Zavala is able to post bond, I can certainly provide that to the state.
He's able to post bond. That's fucked up.
Address currently, but I can certainly provide it to the state and to the clerk so that future notices could be sent. Of course, the whole purpose of bond is to ensure that a person returns to court if the IALA factors are met. We would submit, Your Honor, that he is a good candidate for bond.
Oh, he got to set a bond?
Set bond not to exceed $50,000. We would ask the court to consider setting bond in the amount of $30,000.
And
Your Honor, I also forgot to mention that the victim's wife, Teresa Zavala, I believe she's present on the Zoom call. Teresa Corona Zavala, she is. She would like to address the court if Your Honor will hear from her.
All right, she may.
All right. All right, Miss. Is it Miss Corona or Miss Corona Zavala?
It's Zavala Corona.
Zavala Corona. All right, Miss Zavala Corona. What would you like to say to the court?
My thing is, if I understand that, you know, his attorney has requested bond, but if you give him bond, he is a highly flight risk. He will run. And if he runs, then my husband doesn't get any justice. Because I could forgive him for it being an accident and maybe one time being stabbed, but after 16 times, my husband deserves justice. But if he is able to get a bond, he is a flight risk and he will run and you'll never see him again.
He gonna go to Mexico. Damn. Yeah, damn.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, well, Ms. Zavala Corona, you should just be aware that the district attorney's office has not indicted Mr. Zavala within a 90-day period, and the law mandates that Mr. Diego Zavala be given a bond because they failed to indict him within 90 days. Now, the amount of the bond is within the discretion of the court, so we're not in a legal position where the court could deny bond altogether.
Dang,
so
y'all
just
was right.
So you understand.
Y'all was right. Some of y'all did say that.
Some amount of bond in this case, just so you understand, okay?
Yes, sir.
I'm not asking you to like it, but that's what the law mandates, okay?
Yes, sir.
You make a good point. 16 tends to indicate something a little bit more than possible self-defense, although you never can tell until you hear the whole story. So I have to set a bond, so I'm gonna set the bond at $75,000. No contact with, and you mentioned the names on previously, Ms. Pot.
Yes.
Would you just, for the record, indicate who the witnesses' names again?
Yes, that's Nuvia Cloman. I would also ask for no contact with Miss Teresa Connor Zavala, who just spoke. No contact with any other witness or the Mirador apartment complex.
Okay, those are should be part of the no contact and do not frequent, stay away from those locations. And do y'all for if someone
so she only has to, he only has to pay $7,500
for an ankle monitor, they have to pay for it themselves.
He would have to pay for that himself, Your Honor.
All right, well, and I won't order an ankle monitor then. So
True way in with the change of
that's
clothes.
it on that one.
Oh, they're gonna put a monitor on him, but can't they break out of the monitor?
Hey,
you can find somebody to break that shit.
They be excused.
Thank you, Judge.
We heard anything further on 17 through 16 through whatever Mr. Sanders' situation?
Oh, said
no, we continue those cases.
So
that's
late.
right. I'm sorry.
That's correct, Judge.
Yeah, I believe we were looking at.
It was number 19.
19. Any further word on that one?
Yes, sir. I had further contact with Attorney Richardson, and he asked me to ask the court for a 2-week reset on that one.
All right, then stay that. No objection from the state?
No objection, Your Honor.
Okay. Continued Mr. Taylor's case is continued for 2 weeks.
Thank you, Judge.
What is this too much? Jesus.
Was there anything else we needed to go back to?
I think we already circled back on everything, Judge.
Everything.
Okay. All right. Then, well, that'll conclude the calendar. Thank you, everyone, for appearing and doing your jobs. And let me ask if let me see
what
is Ms. Baldwin on?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. I'm here.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. I'm sorry.
I was looking for the link for the bond hearings, and I may have overlooked it. So would you send it to me again, please?
What?
The link for the search warrants, or?
Yeah, the search. I'm sorry, not the bond.
Yes, sir. And they're on standby. I'll send it again.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, and I need a couple of. Did they send any paperwork?
Yes, it's going to be included in the link.
Okay, well, give me about 5 or 10 minutes, and then I'll be ready to roll with them.
10 minutes.
Thank you. All right, everyone. You have a great day and stay safe.
You too, Judge. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. Same to you.
All right.
I'm in all of the rooms,
you,
Judge Sonia. I'm in all of the rooms. I'm in all the rooms.
Hold on.
I'm in all of the rooms.
So it really was postponed today?
I guess it was postponed.
Damn.
Hold up now.
It looked like it was postponed. That is crazy. No, it G. That definitely was T. So True actually was right. What's
Can you hear
up,
me, Charlie? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, so I don't know what's going on. I don't like mentioning this little stuttering little motherfucker, but I fucked up and swiped up, and all I can hear is Trina screaming in the fucking camera talking about Natureboy getting out. So I don't know what the fuck he watched.
Question that Mr. Ford was not bonded out. Deputy, I believe we have addressed everybody on this calendar today. Am I correct?
Yes, yeah.
All right, so that's going to conclude our June 7th first appearance hearing calendar.
Even more desperately needed now.
Wait, what the fuck was that?
In that respect, Mr. Lowe has 2 jobs that he can return to. One is a position he's had for 6
calendar.
I'll be on the lookout for the bond.
Oh, this the
I
wrong
have
one.
fun too.
Okay, anyways,
Courtroom.
so go back and rewind. No, this is not his judge.
No, that's not his judge.
This
I'm
is
in
not
there
his
too.
Judge. This is Judge William.
I was
This
in
is not
there
his
too.
judge.
Natureboy was not there.
For his family as well as his
calendar. I'll be on the lookout for the bond order for.
And she was giving bonds all day. She was giving bonds
That
all
was
day.
his first judge. She was there the last time. Yeah, that's the. Okay, so yeah, we didn't miss it. I don't think he had court, y'all.
But Charlie, just in case, just try to rewind and see if you see him.
No, that's the old judge. That's not the same judge, boo.
I'm
That's
just
the
saying.
same judge from a while ago. That's a whole different court.
Okay.
Honey, you could tell that's that's a whole different court because that's what's the name, y'all? Magistrate Court. I'm probably saying it wrong. He's in Superior, not Superior. He's in what you call it court. Hello.
Hey, Charlie, first, thanks for having me. Good morning.
What's up?
Yeah, basically, he's not going to get called. He's not getting called for court. This is what they do. The process is that they tell you. Your lawyer comes in the back and they let you know. It hasn't been a full 90 days for him to even legally get bond. I know I'm not even going to read the comments because I've actually been in this situation, so that's why I came up here. They already told him in the back that the judge was not going to see him because it hasn't been 90 days.
Well, no, that's what they were saying.
So that's why True said that. That's why True probably was like, it ain't no Natureboy don't have.
Yeah, because they already let him know that it was already, they filed the motion, for him to have, which this would have been his 3rd bond hearing, but it hasn't been 90 days for them to even officially give him any bond, and they're not going to give him bond realistically because of these charges. So they already let him know, yeah, you're not going before no judge. They're not going to waste their time with this, streetwise speaking. They're not going to keep wasting their time with this bond anyway.
Okay, I guess that makes sense. I mean, I don't really know how it works, so I'm still learning as I go. But I was just trying to make sure True wasn't trying to bamboozle us like last time, because he said Natureboy didn't have court last time, and he did.
Yeah, he can't bamboozle because, I mean, they already know what's going on. See, a lot of people really don't know the situation because I've been knowing about the situation for well over 5 years. So I know from watching their lives and from being just in tune with them personally and my own particular life with just being, dealing with the system, with the justice system. Natureboy's not getting out. So we could sit here and we could watch him and everything and whatever the case may be, but he's not getting out. Y'all have to understand there were kids in this house. There were people in this house. Kids died, people died in this man's presence. So this is not.
Thank you, love. Thank you, love. 15 more crowns, y'all. Let's go ahead and lock me into this second box, y'all. I had the best birthday, FYI. You know what I'm saying? Today was my day back with Charlie with the T. How many of y'all missed me, y'all? Y'all ready for a recap this morning? Y'all ready for a recap? So enough of Natureboy, y'all. I tried to give us.
Who want to come on up now?
But again, it's not my fault. I can't help it. You know what I'm saying? That whatever, it didn't happen. I tried. I guess True was right. Bitch, oh well.
No, we don't know if it's no bond.
Anyways, moving on. Shed alive, double tap the screen war. Let's go ahead and push me to this next box. So,
if anybody want to come on up and they want to speak upon the no bond of the no bond,
I am so happy.
I don't know to be happy yet, just because it could just be a postpone, right? At least his ass ain't getting no bond today, though, right?
Yeah,
so he should be.
He won't be able to fulfill his legacy of being 100%. He still.
He skipped that days ago. So I think he gonna skip that a couple of days ago. He didn't levitate out the jail like we expected him to.
He 87%.
He about his favorite number. He about 6% right there. About 3%. About 3%. No, we didn't miss nothing. What they did was they gave us the okie doke. But what we do know is, we can say was he didn't get no bond today. That's what we can say. He did not get no bond today.
No, they postponed him and put him in the back room. Yeah.
What we can't say is, homeboy did not get no bond today. But I was in the updated court, and this guy looked just like I had all the rooms. That was whoever was in there. I was in all the rooms. But people got to understand, I know that it's on YouTube, but it specifically says, do not, I don't want to get my thing stripped from copying it from the source YouTube. Right. So I have to copy it from a different source. But I'm watching it. I know I can put it right on there, but no. He locked up, they won't let him out. Locked up, they won't let him out.
Yeah, the court is over.
But I would say I did have a good time listening to how the courts go, and we was into it. He did what? Got killed. He murdered his brother. What? He shot a man. He got out the way. He stood up out the wheelchair and shot and put me on the guy. I mean, it was some good stuff that was on. Some good cases that man had today.
Yeah, and now it's off the hook.
I was gonna still check again and see what's going on. Let me see. Somebody got something to say.
30 dogs over here. Supposed to have them on chains. All these
Who is that, boss lady?
Not a fan blast.
Oh gosh, come on, just take butt over here. That's Champ. Oh shit, I can't open this.
Lock the steering wheel on.
Stop.
This old girl, you let her go because she get to talking crazy.
All right, let's watch another case. I still got something for you guys. But anybody would like to come up and talk? If anybody, it should be an update on the website. If it was postponed. Yeah, I'm up and down the website. If anybody wants to go to the website and see what's updated, what's not dated, or what are they doing, shoot me an email. Let me just go back and see what's going on. What ain't going on? We know what's going on. Let's see what ain't going on. Okay, register of actions. Jail search, smart search, search. He's a magistrate, registered for non-search hearings. We're going to look for that. I was just going to say all. I don't know if I can pick. He's in the magistrate courts, right? He's not in superior court. Which court he's in? Anybody know? Magistrate or superior? Is he in magistrate court or superior? Is he in magistrate court or superior? So I'm gonna go back into it right now. True packed up his picnic bag and went home with his tater chips. His tater chips and his hummus. His hummus and chips. Well, nobody don't know if it's magistrate or superior. I'm just going to click on both of them. We're going to get them all. Hummus is good if you got a stomach for it, because baby, you don't, we'll tear your stomach up. You will be in the bathroom. Them some different type of beans right there. Them some different type of beans. But it tastes good. They got us with the okie doke.
I had an 8-year sentence. Okay? I had a whole life 8-year sentence. I went home in like 89 or 90 days. I had like, you can hear me, right?
If anybody want to come up, hey, good morning. I should have been over here. I'm subscribed, but didn't get notification. Hey, a bitch tight. A beer. Like I said, if anybody would like to come up and talk about this non-case of today, if anybody want to come up and talk about this non-case of today, come on.
No one was seriously hurt. One person was cited.
Make it rain, shit. Make it rain.
Video shows.
I think that was fucking goddamn spirit there.
If NT by T want to come up, because We still got a show coming up later on. I have to now change the title so people don't think that I'm misleading them. But yeah, we got the okie doke. We got the okie doke. I'm gonna put Matt straight. Then I'm gonna put I did that already. E-E-L-I-G-O. First name is Eliho. Oh, we don't know. Let's see if we get something. Okay, there are no matches. Hey, love.
Hey, can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Girl, I'm sneaking right now. Yeah. Look, I wanted to say, they not gonna let that nigga out.
They did an okie doke on us. They even told us that the new judge and everything had us over there because we on it like we on it.
Yeah, I was watching that, and you look, and when you be dealing with Charlie and them be getting it right though. I could say that over there in Big O. But I was surprised that True has said anything about it. So True has said that he didn't have a court date today. Is that what they're saying?
I don't know. I didn't see that neither. But you gotta remember, like the same thing they're watching, we can watch here. But the only difference is it tells you do not use that. So they can strike your page. So I'm gonna use his source, but it's on YouTube.
Exactly. Well, the court, they said if you stream any of their content or whatever, they can strike you. But I don't know how diligent they are on that, or like how much they're watching. But somebody in the chat, or I thought you said that True had went live and said that he didn't have court today as well. Oh no, that was on Charlie's live. Somebody called in and said that True. True be going live all the time, and I usually try to go see what he's talking about, but nobody believed him, right? Because he be lying so much.
Bless your ears and your eyes. Let's watch him.
Girl, is he on something? I think he's on drugs. True
is lost. He ain't got no downloads. And he don't have no semen to drink.
Oh, Lord, that sounds horrible. Horrible.
We didn't say this. That's what he said. We didn't say this.
Okay, Charlie back on. He got Kia on there.
Oh, can you
talking about a party?
Oh,
a party.
Talking about Trina B's party. Talking about what happened when she was booked at Trina B's party.
Oh, I thought it was about Big O. I mean about
we don't
Natureboy.
Yeah, I don't want to mix the two.
Yeah, we don't. We. I'm just letting you know that Charlie back on the case, but it looks like that they put him off because that's what the judge said.
They put him off. Okay. Well, I just came up here to say hi to y'all.
No, but I want to ask you. I was so mad at you the other day. Oh,
who, me?
You had a good topic, and I'm like, damn, she always makes tacos. Wow. I wanted to sit on that panel. I don't know, was it the sisterhood? What something, a topic we did. And I'm like, these type of topics I like.
I've been off and on live. It's so weird. Like normally I'd be consistent every day around 3:00, but I've been missing in action, sort of MIA every other couple of days or so. But
yeah,
I had something.
Like that.
Yeah, like I have to take care of my real life too. You know what I mean? Like I can't be up here, but I do want to build my channel. So and I guess people are starting to know me a little bit. You know, Sweet Life of Atari. Do you know her?
No.
Okay. Well, anyways, she had me in her, a sincere side to back me up or confirm. So I don't know what the title was, but that was the first time I ever seen myself actually titled in somebody else's live. It was weird to me. So, I was like, okay, well, maybe I'm getting, people starting to know who I am a little bit.
Was that for the good or the bad?
No, it wasn't I would say it was for good. It was not neither good nor bad. Like, it's just that I guess somebody, she wanted to prove that like what she heard is what she heard. And I happened to say, well, you did say this or something like that. It's not neither here nor there in that way. It was just weird in the sense of that I've never seen myself like, in somebody's title or whatever. It was just new to me. You know what I mean? It was new. So it was okay though. It's not a bad thing.
Okay. I pulled my cards, something. The card said no bond. Looks like it's true considering the case wasn't heard. Ooh.
Who's that? A bit Ty?
I'll admit, I said they had to bamboozle us like that though. But the other cases was good to hear. I'm like, damn, what? Really? You did what?
I know it's always interesting. That was real live court TV. Like it's interesting to see the things go down. But is that his judge though from here on out?
No, his judge was the lady. The guy there she called out. If you notice, every time he got a case, he never get the judge that's assigned. The first time he went to get bail, it was supposed to be a really nice, lenient guy. He ended up getting a lady. He ended up getting somebody else. The second time, he supposed to have somebody else, and then he ended up getting the lady. Now this time, he's supposed to get the lady, and then we don't know what happened this time. Well, third time is a charm for him, right? Them his numbers, right?
333.
You ain't getting no download popsicles. He wouldn't have nothing to suck on tonight. Damn it.
This is, look, and all of them scattered, right? Like what? There's 3 in Mexico. Where'd they go? Where the girls go? Where are they?
Them bats are still in the house, in the cave. They can't sleep in the beds or nothing until nature not get home. So they down in the cellar, right?
I can't. I know they supposed to have got evicted up out of that place. So I don't know. If they still up in there, I'm just amazed.
No, Aya supposed to was his representative. And she sent the letter down that they didn't properly serve them. However how you put it. But see, that gives them more time if his next bond date comes up, that gives them more time to make sure he has an address when he gets out. Now, as far as the rest of them, only thing they did was I showed a video about the day of the Pentecost. All they did was spread themselves out to pass his message. That's all they did in simple terms. Because anytime you say, like True say, lawyers say, whatever their name, Solar said yesterday, well, I'm not with carbonation, I'm denouncing. But the first thing he did was show that 3, push that 3, but he claimed he ain't pushing it. I gotta watch these people carefully. That's why them hand signals is very important. People say one thing and their hand signals doing another. You gotta know how to read both languages.
Did you know that actual hand signal they give is like a neo-Nazi sign too, like a white supremacy sign? They thought up as well. I didn't know that. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, that's supposed to be when they make that okay sign. I'm supposed to stand for white. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But that's a language, you know, and it's bad that they used to have simple videos, but you can't show them because you don't know if they're gonna like. I had one, it was a good one with the picture cards. Terminate. Whoever didn't see it will not be able to see it. They were like, no, you can't use it.
Ooh. Child, this boy, he's retarded. I don't think they out there trying to set up another home for him or get him situated like
Yep.
The girls really, not the boys, right? Like,
because how Minty been left, how Minty been went on with his life, and now all of a sudden they all him so like they cool, so they never got out of contact.
So they still all in contact.
Mm-hmm.
I say those is Nature Boy's wives and husbands.
You ain't gotta say it. That's what he said.
And True is the bottom B. That's his bottom B. True.
I don't know if True's the bottom B. I think Musa is the bottom B. But I think what it is now is who else possesses that charisma to pull the people. So that would be Solar. But True, if I'm not mistaken, Musa was there before True, if I'm not mistaken, or they came around the same time. So, but they don't have what possessed to pull in the people. Solar does. He got that. He could, have the men on one side, the women on the other side. Everybody's looking at him. So you got the women calling him sexy. You got the men calling him sexy. So he knows how to work that Gemini energy very well. He's working that. So I think that's what this is mainly about. It's mainly about, who know the lessons enough, because knowing the lessons is not enough. Can you do what Nature Boy did? It's the question.
Are you a finesser? You got the charisma.
Right.
Did Gina Strock? What's it? Gina Strock say or whatever. How do they say it? I said it wrong. I know I said that.
I know what you're saying though, because I say stuff wrong, so people understand me. Bad. I understand you. Solar is not going back to comment because what Nature Boy did to him. He ain't never left carbonation. It ain't no carbonation, but he ain't going back because he's doing his assignment. He's spreading it out. He's doing his assignment out there in Mexico, and he made a lot of them. Just like with the Islamic religion, look how many different branches it is.
Yeah, that's true.
But they all give quotes, even the Moors. People always talk about the Moors. Look how many different branches there is. And even within the branches, they going at it with each other too. You'll see one. Well, no, that's not the real Moors. We're the real Moors. Even with the Israelites, they're not the real Israelites. We're the real Israelites.
They stay fussing and fighting and scratching. They be clawing each other's eyes out over who's what and part of the 12 tribes of Judah and all that stuff. They be sound like a whole bunch of females sometimes to me, and be like, catty.
Yeah. So I did a video. I'm gonna find the video that Solar did, but what he said. And when he first came down them steps, because I saw it, when he first came down them steps, first thing he did was push them threes. He ain't got to say no more. I know everything else now that comes out of your mouth is going to be a lie. He should have pushed the G. He should have pushed the 3 a little bit later. But you did that the first thing we saw was you pushing that 3.
Lord, he can't go in there. When he gonna levitate up out that jail cell? Is he gonna do a miracle walk up out of that jail cell?
He gotta wait till next year, because this year is over with, and June 6th, June 5th is finished.
That nigga, he's locked up and they won't let him out. Don't let him out.
And then I always tell people all the time, is even if you don't believe in something, you better know what the devil's doing. You gotta learn how to understand some of their language too. And you gotta know what the enemy is doing.
I stay watching the other side. You know what I'm saying? So I know exactly what's going on.
Exactly.
I know where you coming from at all times. Just, I know what I know and I know what you know. So you can either call me a know-it-all or the all-knowing. Put it where it fit. Put it where it fit.
Well, but we gotta know. But the first thing that ninja did, let me hold on now. We're gonna go right there because I want to see True's interview.
Mm-hmm.
Now that they got me up early this morning doing a live, I usually come on a little bit later, but I do like coming on earlier. But
True looked like one of them damn bugs from the bug story. The little bug story. Was it the bug story or the ants? Not the ants. The bees. It was a cartoon about the bees. For the kids and stuff. Movie. I forgot the name of it. But he looked like one of them damn bugs off of there. Like his eyes is all bulged out and stuff. He just.
I know. Ooh.
For a minute, I thought he was on drugs. I was like, what is wrong with him?
Oh, his name is Love 3 Solar. See, he said got that 3 in his name. Like I said, as I keep telling you, y'all got to stop believing what these munchkins be saying. Oh, we ain't doing this. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Let's see what he got to say. I don't know which one it is.
But look, I don't know what's wrong with him. I think they're gonna go down with this ship. It's gonna be like the Titanic.
Now the only bad thing legally is going to be hard to get him for the baby because there's nobody.
You talking about Zoka's baby?
Yeah. People got to remember legally there is no baby. Let's see.
Zoka told him. You were there over there at on the panel. You was over there with Dots, and she was running that. She ran the clip of them all on a panel together. Zoka told him that she had sex with Natureboy, and the reason why the baby didn't survive the situation is because she didn't love him. I said, wait, what?
She said a lot of stuff that hey Natty, she said a lot of stuff.
She was like,
the good thing was he was over here on this side of the internet, and because they was in the same room, he probably would have choked up. She was basically trying to be like Tony Braxton. He wasn't man enough for me.
No, but when you say that you're giving yourself up and your baby, you bring you and your baby up to this man so that you could be part of his world. Like, who does that? Who would say, I'm giving me and my baby up to this man? So this man is inside you while you pregnant, and you saying the baby didn't survive because you didn't love Solar.
Well, we already know what she did. We already know what she did with the baby, right? That it was in a lot of rituals. Was the Queen Tulsa? That's who it looked like. Let me tell you that Tulsa something else. Please stay away. Stay away. She's trying to gain traction for her channel, and all she do is jump in channels and see, trying to pull people in. I mean, if you do a good job, it's going to take a while, but you keep working hard, you're going to gain traction.
Yeah.
But jumping in chats and deceiving people, I'm not talking about jumping, that's different. When you come in deceiving people, oh, girl, I got some information for you. I got some of this, and I got some of that. See, sometimes it works for everybody, but sometimes people got to understand, we're not kids here. We're some grown-ass women. Bye. Go to a little kids channel and play with them. I'm gonna get information regardless because that's my job. I am not gonna be making you think, well, let me string her on. She got some info. No, you take your info, keep it, and shove it up your
Okay.
What do you mean look like a man? Nicole, go in the closet. In the closet, we mean look like a man. Now you don't know that he's a man. Look like. Ain't no look like. That's King Tulsa.
Should say either you is or either you ain't. Okay, you is or you ain't. It's not in between.
That's King Tulsa.
But look, Sugar, I got to get down from here. Is that Boss Lady Mathis? Did I say hi when I came up here? Hi, good sister, Boss Lady Mathis. I hope I spoke when I came up initially. I was sneaking. You know what I mean? Like,
sometimes she be cheating on me, and she be on the other channels.
She running the streets. She trying to see what's going on.
Yeah, she hits them. That's why she get Hollywood from. She be running them streets, baby.
Girl,
she be cheating on me right in my face.
When she come back with the info, so never worry. Never worry. Lord.
I know. Okay.
I wish I could stay up here longer, but I'm gonna get down. It was good talking to you.
What you doing today before you go?
Oh, what you say? What?
What are you doing today before you go, or tomorrow? What's your next?
Oh, am I gonna do a live today?
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking about doing a live. I really just don't have like a set agenda. Like, there's a lot of stuff been going on YouTube, but I'm not really too interested in that. I don't know what I want to talk about, but I'll probably go live. If I don't go live today, I'll go to live tomorrow. But I don't have nothing like set in my head.
My email, my Insta, you can let me know.
Oh, okay. Let me get your. I need to get your email.
I guess I'm gonna put it. I forgot you inside. I'm gonna put it in my private.
Okay.
In the private chat.
Okay. So I can email you.
So we can have some, good panels and stuff going on. I'll be missing it. You be having some good ones.
Oh, thank you. I'll be trying. Sometimes I'll be having some fails, some epic fails, but I still keep it pushing.
Ain't no such thing as a fail. It goes down how it go down, and that's it.
That's it, and that's all, huh?
Mm-hmm. People could fail is when you don't do nothing at all.
Exactly. That's why I keep pushing, like, no matter what. Even though, like, I've had some people that I feel like they didn't mean me any well, right? Like, they didn't mean me any good, but I still push through it,
Yeah, they probably don't mean a lot then, because they just thought you was a pushover. They don't know you very articulate. You come with your information, and you damn good, and you, the little traps I see, they will try to set you up for traps, and you bam. I'm like, that's from the girl. Ain't nothing stupid here.
I'm out here dodging them like I'm on the football field, just trying to make the goal, trying to get to the goal.
All right, so I put it in the private. I put my email in there.
Okay, I got it, Sugar Love. Look,
so I'm gonna be when you go live, so we can join you too.
Okay, I'll let you know, and I'm gonna be in the chat. Thank you for letting me up.
All right, thank you for coming up, sweet pea.
Bye.
All righty. What was the verdict? There is no verdict. He did not get bond today. And it's not because he was denied. They just told him, no, you're not seeing the court or nothing. So it wasn't because he got denied bail. It was not his time for bail yet to come up on. But they gave him the date. We don't know. We definitely gonna stay on top of this. Well, we're going to listen to see what Solon, whatever the hell, see what he got to say. Thank you, Miss Be Tired.
Yeah, I try to. I try to always respond to everybody. All right, guys, just let me know how the connection is to start off with. Because I might have to go to my spot. I'm literally right on top of my Wi-Fi, so let me know if the connection's good.
No, your connection ain't good with your bootleg stuff. Get your internet together.
I know where to go over here.
Well, stand in the right spot. You should know these things. You've been smoking that Oskawashki and stuff. Get it together.
What is he trying to find? People's
How's
free
everyone?
Wi-Fi?
Mm-hmm.
How you guys doing? Hey, what's up? I'm just here to talk to y'all.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like talking. I feel like I had some really cool conversations today. I talked to some really cool women, really some really powerful women, really cool women today that when I talk to them, they spark. Hey, what's up, Cece? You're one of those women, Cece. What's up? How you doing? When I talk to them, they always incite like these thoughts. Just like women, whenever I talk to women, I'm really good. I'm glad to know that you're doing good as well. I was your inspiration too. You're one of the women I'm talking about also, but I haven't had the opportunity to really like build with you like that. But there's a lot of powerful women I know that I talk to them and they incite. Oh, the volume's off. Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me? She said the volume's off. I don't know about that. Oh no, yeah, okay. Awesome. Alright, bet. I'm gonna heart that. But yeah, so talk to these women, right? Really dope, really dope conversations with them. And they always incite these thoughts in me. And whenever we deal with relationships, lots of money, so much inflow of money, so much.
Let's not forget, she was going after, hold on.
So much health, so much wellness. I channel.
Let's not forget, guys. If I remember when Queen Tulsa, I just call her Tulsa, when Tulsa was coming up here, remember she was going after True first. Remember, True was supposed to be her quote unquote husband. Remember, True was supposed to be her husband, and she was talking back and forth with True first. Now she's on to Solar. Peep game, peep game, peep the game, peep the game. That go to show you all of them are still connected. She went from having a conversation with True, now she's gonna have a conversation with Solar. So which means they're still involved.
Really awesome thoughts with these women. These women, they call me, we talk on the phone for hours. And we don't even talk about building relationships. We talk about changing the world. Like, I see why most men have issues with women nowadays, because it's like men have kind of lost their ambition. And I feel like women naturally want to see that in their men. They want to see that ambition in them. They want to see that he's going to go get it. I could have a family with this man. We could do something. And so they want to see, how far can you play chess? Like, how far?
Yeah, I saw that.
All the way to your purpose, and can we live in our purpose? Can we play chess all the way to that point? Can we keep that at our forefront? A woman wants to see that, and when I talk to y'all, I get such good responses from you because we're building like kingdoms. Like when I talk to y'all, we're building lifestyles. We're changing the world. We're doing big things. And we're not even talking about relationships. We don't have time to talk about relationships like that. Like polygamous, monogamous, this and that. I get it. We have children. I know that there's all kinds of situations that have occurred. But at the end of the day, children, no children, husband, wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, are you in your motherfucking purpose or not? Are you doing what your heart is aligned to? That's how you're going to know if you even have those people, if they're the right or the wrong people. Their hearts will be lined up to different things. They're going to be focused on different things in you, and that's okay. You're allowed to do that. If you're that person in the relationship who's focusing on something else probably a woman. You're probably a woman. You're focusing on something maybe bigger. Men want to fill their egos up. Men want to just get money. I know men. I'm man. I am man. I know men. We love power. We love money. We love attention. We love that ego. We love it. You know what I mean? That's men. And I don't care, even if you're like a beta male type of dude, you're doing that to be appreciated. I was in that position too. You're doing that to be approved of. So men are different. Men don't look to change the world. They look to create their own. And a lot of the time, they forget about the work and they forget about the purpose behind the world they're creating. So they make it lavish and beautiful. Thank you, Kiki. So they build these lavish buildings and all this clothes and all this jewelry, but none of it has any purpose other than look at me. It's peacocking, and that is to get the attention of who? The woman. To get the attention of the woman. That's what all the peacocking is for. That's what all the jewelry and all that ego building and all those things are for. To get the woman. Now, the women, I'm noticing that y'all are focused generally, like the powerful women I'm talking about. Yeah, we create worlds within worlds, and we have the ability to do that structure. We have an amazing purpose, right? But the women have the vision. And when I talk to women, it's like,
if Bobby were a person,
I tap into purpose. It's like they
you missed it, but no, you didn't.
Oh, you're right. Yo, that's crazy.
Whoever's coming in now, you really didn't miss it because they pushed it back. They pushed it back. So it's not like he didn't get denied bail, but they pushed it back. They pushed it back. Oh well. They pushed it back, baby. So this is going to be the video that we didn't see yesterday, but we're going to check it out. So we got to wait for the new court date.
Easy, that's true. Yo, this, that, and then you find out that this is what they've been on the whole time, but they're so used to not being on that when they hear it again, it activates in them, and they're like, yo, I gotta change. I gotta do better. You're right. All these little blockages, I'm changing tomorrow. I'm changing right now. And I get to see all these different people change. And I talk to a lot of people. I talk to a lot of women. I talk to a lot of men. And when it comes to talking to women, I've noticed even if I wanted to flirt, I don't even know how to flirt. All I know how to do is to talk about purpose. And if I'm going to give anyone any type of relationship advice, I can tell you what not to do. This is what you don't do. You don't build a relationship on a purpose you don't agree with. You don't build a relationship with anyone on a purpose you don't agree with. Now let's take that concept just a little bit deeper, and anyone feel free to chime in. You have relationships with your phone. If you're not using your phone,
hey Michelle,
what are you doing? Such a powerful tool, like a woman. Such a powerful thing that can enhance you so much and cultivate you so much. You have a relationship with your phone. Is that being used for your purpose? I mean, your shoes, your jewelry. I have relationships with my jewelry. Very intimate, deep ones. I can't just wear anything. I can't be with just anyone. It has to resonate with my soul. We have to tap into our purpose, everybody. That's it. And I feel like what I'm doing on the back end with all these like 3-hour-long calls, 8-hour-long calls, like 4-hour-long calls, I feel like what I'm doing, I'm in the tropics and I'm on the phone all day. And I feel like what I'm doing, it feels like we're gathering. And I feel like the leaders, there has to be many leaders. There has to be many leaders. all y'all women have the leadership energy. You're leaders, and if you don't become leaders, we can't all come together the right way. A lot of y'all women know how to rally other women. A lot of y'all women know how to rally women and men. Men know how to rally women. Men know how to rally women and men. And you see, leaders are the ones who are doing the rallying. All we do is cheer you up. Everybody has to do their own work in their own purpose. I'm not saying go look for your leader. I'm not saying just go out there and try to be the leader. I mean, if you're in your purpose, that's what it's going to be. When I'm doing that, I'm talking to people, they're activated. It's like I'm a torch that's lit, and if I talk to you or if we touch each other, you get lit too. And then we're just lit, and then we just go around being lit. What does that have to do with being a leader? And what does that have to do with being a follower? We're all trying to get lit. And there's certain people, leaders, who have the knowing. That's how you know if you're a leader or not, because you know better. And what makes the leader is decision making. Are you making good decisions with yourself? Relationships with the people, the phone, your relationship with money. Is your relationship with money towards your purpose? That's probably why you don't have it. That's probably why you get it and lose it. Money. Oh, I gotta give this to you guys. Money is this is the only thing that you use money for, okay? I don't care if you working to get it. I don't care if the government's giving it to you. I don't care if your mom gives it to you, it's inheritance. This is the only way that you use money in life, okay?
A download popsicle.
Money to add value to yourself. That's it.
You have to drop the link.
Else is an abuse of money, or you're just giving it back to the system in some form. You only use money to add value to yourself. Now, money alchemizes into situations, things, experiences, all kinds of different things. So you have memories. And these memories, if you reflect on them, you can pull value out of those things. As long as you can have a perspective that will pull value, true value out of life, you can have money. The universe will give it to you. If you can't do that, you're going to get it and hurt yourself with it, or you won't have it at all. It's just going to be mundane, basic. Yeah, that's a hell to me. So money is used to add value to yourself. Anything that you do towards your purpose, anything that you buy towards your purpose, if I get a $5,000 laptop, you better believe that it's towards my purpose. It's not just to go and make more money.
Oh, you want a laptop?
As long as I'm in my bag.
You trying to tell us you want us a laptop?
Money gonna come to you. That's not a problem. Don't worry about that. Even if I was to get jewelry and chains and grills, then that would only be to add value to my purpose.
Boy, stop.
I might have to look.
Mind your business, Nicole.
Guys, to really care.
Mind your business.
I
can't stand you.
Take me serious. Take himself serious. To be like, okay, he's doing something right. We know he's spiritual. We know he's full of love. We know he can live without. We know he can do without all of it. Everything.
So
even a crown, he can live he's a beautiful person.
So live without it.
When this person gets that, I'm only gonna use it. So that
He said he gonna
look at me a
use
certain
some
way.
jewelry.
I can have a certain reputation of success in many people's eyes. It can look classy. It can look professional. I want everything high quality because I'm adding value to myself, and everything that I do and everything that comes from me and everything that I touch will get better.
But ain't that why everybody else want money?
I use all this money to attain all these resources, to make all these connections, to gain all this attention, only to bring you a message of love.
Wow.
Only to tell you, as long as you can find a perspective of growth in anything,
Boy,
that's
they
love.
find all kind of ways to
That's
beg,
why
don't they?
self-love first. Because you have to be able to find the gratitude and the joy in your own life. And that can only come through you paying attention.
Nothing new
It
under
can
the
only
sun.
come from you looking into your purpose and finding a way to make it happen. Not finding excuses, but finding a way to make it happen. That's the thing about this purpose thing. It fuels you up. This is why I love to do the astrology, because I have found out in draconic astrology on your true, pure essence of who you are.
You gotta look, read it. You don't feel it.
Is the life themes and like what life is going to be like for you. Vedic is the lessons and the things that you'll learn from that. Draconic is the true essence of who you are. This is your north node. Remember all these dragons I keep putting everywhere. This stuff goes very deep.
No, don't.
In your purpose, you're going to align with your north node, which is represented by a serpent. The draconic astrology, funny enough, is based on that. And this develops your true self. Your higher
So if you
self
didn't
is
read
only
it,
your
a person would never know,
because it's
right?
already you. You already know everything. You don't need a teacher. I can't teach. You don't need to be taught anything. The lessons will come to you that you need as they come, and you're able to decipher them. You program.
So he don't want to do nothing for the money. Just
You don't
give
need
him
a
the
teacher.
money. Give him
All the
gold,
knowledge is in you
give him
already.
everything.
That highest
You
version
don't
of
need
you, the best version of yourself, where is it already? Exactly. They said the kingdom of heaven.
I'm gonna give you nothing. You give me everything.
You got it. You know everything already. Psychedelics. People take
I gotta give you
psychedelics.
nothing.
They do DMT, ayahuasca, LSD, all these different things to shoot themselves to this crazy consciousness by manipulating the pineal gland. And then they travel and they see all these different things and they know everything from instances and moments.
You ain't gotta come right back.
And what happens is that all you did was prove to yourself that all of those answers, all of that magic is already in you. It wasn't in the mushroom, it brought it out of you.
I was trying to tell you that, but I didn't believe me.
DNA. You just have to choose the perspective in any situation that's going to add value.
I done said that forever. And the point, pay me my money. You stole my information.
Your character will grow.
You stole my information. My money back.
People will know. This person's in their bag. This person's in their purpose. I support this person because they inspired me. You can have $0 right now. There's somebody out there with hundreds of thousands to millions of dollars who's waiting to support you, but you're not in your purpose and you're not in your bag because you're dealing with other people who aren't. And you're tolerating things from yourself that are keeping you out of alignment with that. You don't need to chase relationships. You don't need to chase money. You just need to pursue your purpose. The pursuit of happiness is the pursuit of purpose. You want to bring heaven on earth. You want to tap into that spirit. It's not going to happen until you tap into your true essence, your true core. This is a Kundalini activation.
No.
Many people who strip themselves enough.
God speak to you on whatever level you want.
They experience this euphoria. They experience this spiritual awakening at a level up. And they call it the Kundalini, a serpent.
Whatever.
Prana, chi, even sperm's a little freaking serpent. Waves, it's all. Somebody wants to join. I can go forever.
I know you could.
People that add value to themselves and everything that they do, and that's serious to me. That's real serious to me. Yeah, I'm coming back to Dago. I'm coming back to San Diego. Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, what's up, Cece? Why you in the dark though?
Oh. Cover that one eye. Mm-hmm.
She's loading. She's cool. She's super cool.
Can you hear me?
But yeah, I can hear you now. I was leading into summoning that energy, and what it does is it feels like a euphoria. This is the Christ consciousness. It's a feeling. The Christ consciousness is not a knowing or a thinking. It's a feeling.
It's a feeling.
You integrate with the spirit realm. You integrate with energy. You integrate with life. It becomes euphoric. You start using your senses. Your senses activate, and they become heightened, and you feel more. And when this happens, this is when you become complete. Your spirit's not even in your body.
No?
That's why they tell you breath work. That's why they tell you yoga and all these different things.
They told you that.
So that you can integrate. You got to move. You got to get emotion with it. This pursuit of purpose involves getting your health in alignment. It involves with definitely getting yoga and breath work into your. I don't even do it like that, but I know I'm supposed to because those are the answers. I have to do it because those are the answers. I got to get into it more. You know what I mean? These are the things that we have to do. It's not about abstaining from sex altogether. It's about purposefully placing your energy. Somebody said it to me like yesterday or the other day, and I was like, yo, that's my new shit. They're like, what'd he say? I was like, I'm like, this and that with your energy. He's like, yeah, you gotta protect your energy. Wait, nah, fuck that. You don't need to protect your energy. You need to stop wasting your energy. And I was like, yo, that's some real shit.
No
stop
shit.
Wasting your energy.
You never heard that before?
If you're putting it in the right place. If you don't know yourself enough, which astrology, people argue you don't need it. You don't. You don't need it. But it's like, I liken it to playing a video game and just never reading the controls, never looking at what the character can do, never pressing pause, never trying to understand anything about the game. And you just walking around figuring it out like, cool, that sounds fun. I hope you get an extra achievement for that. I'm promising you'll be straight. That actually is called the path of the fool. It's actually a whole path of life. People actually live like that. But I choose to use what I've given myself in this reality. Astrology, all of this, the internet, my nigga, the internet. The internet. We use the internet for information. We use the internet to learn. We connect to each other. We hear stories from each other. We hear each other's lives.
And da 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 and da 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 and da 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 da.
But most of us are out of harmony with it. We're not integrated with it. We're not one with it. And it is a feminine energy. Even women, y'all gotta even tap into that. You know what I'm saying?
Better go tell that to Zoka.
Adding value to yourself is all the way in tandem with knowing your purpose. There's many ways to get to that. I just told y'all many routes I know how to get there. Many routes I've taken to get there, and that's why I'm opening.
We saw your route.
At least it's a service or something, just so people know they can come to me for that. Nobody's paid me. It's okay. I'm doing this from my heart. I love to do this. This is what I do. I'm in my purpose. You guys don't have to pay me. I'm getting blessed in ways that y'all can't even imagine.
What surprised me?
Give me a minute.
2 minutes. You're gonna take like 50.
I look good. God damn.
Look at that. Here he go.
Yeah, but you sound like a whisper.
Oh no. I don't know why. I had my headphones in. Hold on, let me put my other one.
Cece's okay. So this girl right here is let me introduce her properly because she just looks like the dark screen lady. She's one of the women I was talking about in the beginning of this live. She's one of the very powerful women that incites so many thoughts in myself. She's shown me and things that I've never even heard of. That's dope. Like the cardiology. I think that's so super cool. That was super spot on, and I really needed it when you sent it to me.
Damn, yo.
Super intelligent.
You're pushing 3 past it and send it to you.
Links. I be trying to keep up with what you got going on. Yo, she's
you see my avatar? It has the 2 of diamonds.
Oh, you put that on the yeah, I see it. I read the 2 of spades.
Yeah, so I'm just now, I already knew about tarot cards, but I'm just now actually getting into cardology. And it's so crazy dope because it's astrology mixed with like tarot cards and mixed with numerology, mixed with like the universe all in one. It's crazy, right?
Yo, and that's the thing. I want to say this is that I use all of these all the occult sciences. I use them together. All the religions, I use them together. I don't like to argue about religions. I like to learn about them and I like to fulfill them. I like to go into them and make sense of it. I like to get to the same source, the same truth in any route. I believe that everybody, you can worship whatever God you want, Krishna, Jesus, yourself, the dog, whatever you want to worship, it's okay. At the end of the day, you're going to be led to the same truth. You know, inevitably, all of us are. If I can't teach you through the path of the fool, which is actually a path, I can't even disagree with that. That's a path of life. You can go around ignoring all information and just live based off of experience. People do that, and it's a very successful, lucrative life. A lot of people do that, and there's it's a whole way of living. There's Aleister Crowley. There's a left-hand path. There's all kind of different things that people tap into. Egyptology, all kind of different things. That I'm in Mexico. Out here, it's Kukulkan. It's the Mayans. You know, it's the cenotes and Michelle, the moon goddess, and all these other things. So whatever your route is, it's okay. The math behind all of it is the same. And as long as we can get to our purpose, add value to ourselves and our souls, refine ourselves to our core true selves in this lifetime, we'll open up our imagination again. We'll be able to create again. We'll integrate with life again. We're blocked from integrating with life because we're out of tune with our purpose. So that's why you're not able to integrate with this Hadu energy, this 369 energy, this invisible energy, this thing that they call consciousness, or He, or Prana, or Chi, that stuff that you can't see, that you know that's there, that energy, that thing you can sense, but this thing that all your senses are stimulated by in different ways, is one force, is one energy. That is life, and we're out of touch with it. And it's a woman, it's a female energy, and the solution to our relationships isn't the masculine energy. It's in everybody tapping into their feminine energy at the same time, and everybody being leaders and everybody being balanced. So women are naturally powerful in this era for a reason. It's not to go against it. It's not to fight. There's no such thing as a cosmic mutation. Everything is in alignment, and everything is divine. So I don't care if you're what you are, what you got going on. The energies need to be balanced in everybody, and everybody needs to line up to their purpose, and everybody needs to live a life in alignment with that to achieve Christ consciousness, because it's a feeling. It's not a knowing. It's a feeling. I felt it. I know it. I can turn it on and off sometimes. It's like an avatar state. And the Kundalini of me is waking up, and it's becoming more regular. It's becoming more normal. My life is becoming more magic. Every day, you know.
OMG, so great.
I can only tell you from experience.
You know how people are scared of the 666 so long, and then
Hey, what's up? What's up, y'all? Yeah, today. Well, yesterday was like 666 day. Yeah, and
still here in Cali, but yeah.
Hey, Umi.
Okay. Yeah,
Hey, baby.
I like that. They say it's actually the day of love.
It is relationship.
Umi, you need to hit them cards up, Umi, and find out what happened today. Damn it! Find out, get them cards together, Umi, and find out what happened today. Get the shuffling that deck and tell us what happened today. Where you at, Umi? Where you at? You can go live. You can get your cards out right now so we can go live and see what your cards say. Damn it. We want to know what happened today. Get them cards out, Umi, and report to duty. Report to duty, damn it. All right, let's get back to he don't know he putting us to sleep, but hey, it is what it is. She was on fire last night. She didn't even tell me she was on. She could shoot me an email or something. That be doing me dirty. But don't say I don't support y'all, because y'all don't tell me when y'all on. That's it.
Yes, love, yes.
And I figured out, the root to all of everything. And this is why I want to be a life coach, because I can help everybody align with their purpose. And a life coach is best because It's not just astrology. Astrology is too limiting. I'm not here trying to teach you something like out of a book. I'm not.
Someone is saying in another chat,
I'll teach you and talk to you about
they
life.
called and
Is
was
this
told
true,
the hearing was
we talk about
changed to in
astrology, are we talking
person.
about understanding and
Now they are
mathematics and
reporting no
Are we talking
bond.
about how it integrates and how it matters in our life and how it connects to everything we're going through, how we can take something from it? Which one?
Right. It's dealing with
It's the second one.
spiritual lessons. Yep, the second all the spiritual lessons that
And we be coming up with some shit. We be discovering some shit as we connect it to our life. It's a happening, and it is a mixture. You can't study this. It's not just a knowing; it's a feeling. You'll know Christ consciousness because you're gonna feel different. Life is gonna upgrade for you. Your senses are gonna activate at a higher level. It's not a game. Very few people, I think, have actually really ever achieved this in the recent eras. And I think that eventually entire civilizations do achieve this over and over again. You know, it's just connecting to the life force. And I think, yeah, that's what it's about. It's just as simple as that. But that's only possible for your purpose.
You literally do the download daily show live. Some people don't even know they're doing it when they be like, you know, they say things like, "What's up, Ma?" You know, on the East Coast, like whatever, like, "What's up, Ma?" Like they're literally saying "mother," like, "What's up, mother?" Like,
Literally saying mother.
or the people like, "What's up, what's up, son?" That's the son. That's so hard. They don't even know, like, subliminally.
That's bullshit.
They're already programmed to.
We've been saying son before he was born.
Mother and the son, my son.
No. I know you. People be loving for stuff to sound deep.
The mother and the son.
People be loving for stuff to be so deep. No, son is son. It ain't got nothing to do with saying to somebody "what up, son," and they mean the damn soul off. My girl, stop it. Chicken wings, I'm coming over there and I'm gonna come bring it to the closet, Nicole. Bring it to the closet so I can eat it. And you can tell everybody. People be wanting stuff to sound like, yeah, that's so deep. Yeah. Y'all better get off that shit. Y'all better get off of that shit.
Mason, my son. I like that.
Yeah.
Mason, my son. I like that.
The Masons are only privy to the knowledge of mother. They understand that the mother is the creator.
And they know everything I'm talking about. Their highest degree in the Irish masonry is the 33rd.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and they know what it is.
Yep, they know, but they won't tell you. But they know.
I'm a 33. I'm naturally a 33. I'm a Gemini sun with a partner in the 12th house. So that's 33. I'm literally 33. And you'll see my entire chart, even the degrees, I figured this out. They're all 3, 6, and 9.
Yep.
It's like there's like 2 that are off. And even those are numbers that align with the rest of my chart. So it's like I'm just a happy person. That's all I wanted to say. I just want to put that message out there. I'm definitely going to save this live. I definitely have to put that up there. Really deep message right there. Really important. And I'm good. Just know I'm good. Don't really worry about me. In alignment with my purpose. And I'm staying that way. And it's going to be a process. You're going to have to do different things. You're going to have to get up. You're going to have to work out. You're going to have to get up. And you're going to have to study. You're going to have to get up. And you're going to have to pursue your career. You're going to have to build your business. Yeah. I will never tell you not to do these things. This is how the game is set up, and this is how the levels work. There's no need to try to fight the game. There's no need to try to change the game or change the level. You master your character, and you navigate through it, and you move on to the next one. You don't join a game. You don't join this game as this character, how this is set up, to fight it. You create chaos trying to fight the structure. What you do is you use the structure. You turn chaos. If you think that the structure right now is chaos, you go into the structure and you make it into a structure. I know it doesn't sound right, but it starts with yourself. It's your purpose. And when you line up with your purpose, you're going to see the universe is going to open these doors through this structure. If you cut yourself off to it all the way, well then, you might as well not exist. If you're going to disconnect yourself and disassociate yourself from the world, you might as well just not exist. Like, I don't understand. That's incomplete. That's a level of hell. That's actually one of the primal levels of the Kabbalatry known as Malkuth. That's not a place you want to get stuck. A lot of people get stuck in nature. It's a level. There's levels. That's Malkuth. This is the Kabbalatry. That's you don't want to get stuck there.
Now, don't get
level.
stuck in nature. They push nature so much.
You have experiences
now,
and that happens in many forms.
Don't get stuck in nature.
You know what I'm saying? And in your purpose, in this game, in this level, you're gonna see niggas with money. You're gonna see people doing right in the system. The Moors are successful in what they do, whether you agree with them or not. They figured this shit out. They know how to. Neo, even in the third Matrix movie, Neo jumps into Mr. Smith and becomes the Matrix. He becomes the very thing he's been running and fighting this whole time, creating nothing but chaos and bullets and death and all kind of. All he had to do was dive into Mr. Smith, and he became the system and turned it inside out. Because here's a deeper illusion: thinking the system is separate from nature. Okay, that's understood. But separating yourself from that system in any way is also an illusion. That structure doesn't exist. There's only humanity. Nothing is separated from anything. So why would what's happening in the system is happening to you in you? You can completely ignore it and disassociate yourself with it and be like, well, it's gonna fall. Well, everything will. Everything will grow and everything will fall. Even the truth turns itself off. Even the truth created ignorance. It's going to be cycles. Don't worry about changing the level. Don't worry about changing the era. Don't worry about changing the game. Master your character, navigate the level up. It's not like that. You can build your heaven here. Yes, you should be able to. And in your next level, you should be able to. And then in your next level, you should be able to. And in the next level, you should always be able to create your heaven. And that will only come through aligning with your purpose and knowing who you are in the true core of yourself. And that's going to show up through letting go of who you may think you are or who you may think you have to become. And that's what we spent the first 20 years of our lives doing. First 20, 30 years of our lives doing that. Some even further. Yo, peace, God. What's good with you, man? He's really dope too.
Wow.
I don't even know what I was saying. I'm a 12th house son. I just channel stuff. So I don't really know what I was saying, so it's hard for me to pick back up off of things. I have to be like incited. I have to be like reminded. I have a Mercury in the 12th house, so it's good and bad. I be forgetting shit.
I'm about to end it right.
Huh?
I said I'm gonna say this to you and then I'm gonna hop off. Go. Ready?
I wasn't gonna sit right here. My phone's gonna die. I'm about to go back to making music and chilling. Shit. Like, bro, I'll be up here at night. Like, I'll just be right here. Here, I'll show you. I'll just be right here, like till forever. I just be right here. Usually I can see the stars really nice, and the moon will be up. The moon already passed.
Oh, there go the sun. Go over there. Go to your sun, fella.
Nah, not right now.
Oh, what is it? It's always up there.
I'm in my Wi-Fi zone. If I go up there, I'll be.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, still on the people.
Anyway, fella, this is the dope ass talk.
If you guys are late, I'm gonna have to just post this up, and you're just gonna have to watch it. There actually were some really, really, really dope gems that came through today. Keep that, use that. Give some to a friend. Look like little arms, little arms, little head. Little person. I'm crazy. All right, y'all. I was just having fun with y'all, man. I'm just telling you, I gotta put that up there. I felt. I'm gonna be right back. Hey, what's up, Phrase God? What's good, Nisha? What's up, Neek? No, I'm about to go get something to drink real quick. Y'all wait for me. I'm gonna get something to drink real quick. Understand this? I really, really left. Like I'm really not carpet nation. I'm not pushing.
Now what?
Another thing I noticed, I'm going to speak on it briefly. It's really hard for me not to talk about this shit. I'm sorry, it's 5 years of my life. But what I've learned, okay, I might need your help real quick. You might have to take this part off. You might have to do it against the wall. But that part got to come off. If you can't take it off, then we just pull it up.
You getting your little haircuts out there?
All right. Yeah, so the other thing is that, like, y'all understand this, bro. Please understand this.
Mm-hmm.
I really, really left. Like, I'm really not carpet nation. I'm not pushing 3. I'm not doing that. I'm not none of those things. I'm on a completely different wavelength. You want to just do one? You want to do a couple? You want to just do one or a couple? Come and bring the ball up to the neighbors after this. Let's do a couple, yeah. Hey, what's up, Juan? I see you, yellow fishtail. I remember the fishtail on the back of your head, bro. I remember we used to roast you in the line. I love you, bro. I miss you.
Y'all believe that if y'all want to. Oh, drunk.
To growth.
You got a drink.
Woo. Oh. To growth.
Yeah, you're drunk.
That was good.
I know it was.
I do not have the cap. I don't never cap. I got no cap. I got no cap, sir. Oh, I got the cap. I found it. I'm capping. I was capping. All right, let me go hook up the neighbors real quick, and we're gonna get back to vibing. Woo! I know. Cheers. Who's next? I mean, I used to love me. You seem to be the only person who want the reading for free. This is the Wi-Fi works there right now. Oh, is the Wi-Fi working right here?
Yeah.
Oh, you might have a different Wi-Fi. I might have to connect to another one.
Yeah, it's the same one, but it's instead of 05, it's instead of 06, it's 05.
For the password?
Yeah. And also for the line. What's up, bro?
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. Here, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna be on the staircase. Hey, this is my brother Boomy.
Yeah.
You met him? Hey.
Yeah,
What up?
Hey, you guys cigarette, bro?
Yeah, I got some. You want some?
Yeah.
Boomy,
I got you.
ex-carbonation member.
I got you. Always look out for the neighbors, man. Always connect with your neighbors. Always look out for your neighbors. Always connect with your neighbors. Always be cool with your neighbors, bro. Always be friends with your neighbors. Like, because when things go down and you missing something or something's lacking, your neighbor got you, bro. Like, your neighbor got you. Like, always be kind to your neighbor, man. Always love your neighbor. Do what you can. Say hi to your neighbor if you usually just walk by him. One rule I used to go by as a black man in this world is always, acknowledge your brother. Always acknowledge your brother. I was walking down the street and I seen a black dude across the street. Yo, what's up? Another nigga. And, of course, they're like, so I went over there to talk to him, and sure enough, cool. And I realized, like, yo, I talk to my neighbors. I go across the street. I talk to the neighbors right here. They speak pure Spanish. Still talk to my neighbors. I still go over there and have a beer or two with the neighbors. I still go parlay with the neighbors. They teach me the gang handshakes. They teach me about the cartel. They teach me about what's going on out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, make friends, bro. Make friends. Don't be an asshole. Don't make enemies. Make friends. Trust me. Make friends. It's going to take you way further in life. Rich dad, poor dad. I'm your rich dad. Listen to me. Okay?
Listen to you.
Hey, this is Solar, your rich dad.
Oh, okay.
Okay? Make friends with all your neighbors.
No.
Okay? And make peace with all your enemies. Okay? This is your rich dad, Solar, here to tell you. Never say that you can't afford nothing. And never settle for just anything.
Anything.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay, y'all understand?
Yeah, we understand.
This is the way, the truth, and what? This is the way, the truth, what? This is I like this stage right here. All roads
lead to the one source, bro. And we've got the source codes. Shouts out to the source family with the source codes. Okay. And shouts out to all those who believe in Jesus but aren't Christians. Yeah, you heard it. Shouts out to y'all, man. Shouts out to the Christians who don't believe in. Shouts out to the Christians who believe in Jesus but not Christians. Shouts out to the Christians who don't believe in Jesus. Yeah. Shouts out to the Christians who don't believe in Jesus. What does that mean? All that means is that you acknowledge the Christ consciousness for what it is. If you need a character named Jesus to exist to acknowledge that divine truth can be embodied, so be it. But do know that to call yourself a Christian or to say that I believe in Jesus the Christ means that you believe in loving your neighbor. You believe in loving everyone around you and having no enemies. You believe in being the symbol of peace. You agree with that. So why wouldn't you be it? Why would you be anything less than what Jesus was? If Jesus is a character that you created and really exists, why be anything less? Why? You can't. Why? It's a funny thing. You go to church, but I dare you go to church and start doing things that Jesus would have did. It's gonna make people feel weird. You see, and if there's anything I've learned about this journey, like I had told y'all a moment ago, the best version of yourself, the version of yourself that has everything you could dream of, already exists. That person, that version of you already exists. You just gotta tap in. You just gotta believe the way that version of you believes. That version of you is up a couple million. You're gonna have to do some real spiritual work. That best version of you is up right now. You're gonna have to think how they think. You're gonna have to feel how they feel. If you believe in Jesus, you'd have to feel how Jesus felt. If you believe in Jesus, that means you believe that what he did and how he lived and what he said was something to be revered and remembered. What if I told you that it was something to be done? Pick a religion. Let's go into it. I'll go through the Kabbalah tree. We'll start with Makuf. I'll go through Muslims and Islam. Let's talk about the many faces of Allah. Jewish. Bhagavad Gita. You want to go into Hindu? How about the Tao or the Tao? Y'all name it. I'm really, actually, truly, really spiritual. And as much as I want to go online to teach, I feel like we talk too much. And I feel like we got to do more. I think this is the time to build. I think this is the time to thrive. I think this is the time where millionaires are made. I know it is. This is the time where dreams are achieved and realized. There's no better time for me to surface. There's no better time for me to step into what I know to be my own power. Yeah. No better time than now. Shouts out to my dad for this song. Hold up. I'm about to sing y'all a song. Shouts out to my dad for the song. Hold on real quick. I grew up with this song. Because the time is now. Time is now. And it's getting nearer. The toughest opponent that I face is standing in the mirror. Yeah. These are the tracks of my tears. You feel with your ears. You gotta love that music.
Jam.
Yeah.
Welcome.
It's all I ever had. And I know why. It's getting clearer. Our dad was a beast. That was my dad. Sure is. Gotta love that music, yeah. Understand. Yo, my dad was a beast. That was my dad. I was raised with that song. Time is now, and it's getting nearer. The toughest opponent that I face is standing in the mirror.
So don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry, be happy.
It's just you and I standing face to face in the mirror. Yeah. Yo, my dad a beast. My dad's a beast. Let me bring up something new real quick.
Hey, Kinky.
Hey, how are you?
Closet. Oh God, here she goes. Here she
I'm
goes.
good. How are you feeling?
Here she go.
Absolutely amazing.
Awesome. Hold on. Let me take. Can you give me 1 second? Because I'm trying to find my little stand so I can put my phone on it.
Should have had that done before.
Yeah, this is my hair.
That ain't your damn hair.
Hold on 1 second, okay?
No, that ain't your hair.
That song was deep. That was just to let y'all know that it's never too late, bro. And then my time is now. Everybody should feel like that. Everybody should
That's
feel
my hair.
like
Yeah, that's my hair. No, the hell it ain't your damn hair.
Yeah, I need one of those.
Yeah, it's a you can get them from off of Amazon. I got it. Well, actually, no, I got that from my cousin, but I think she got it from Amazon.
I'm gonna get a whole production kit. I'm gonna get a whole studio kit.
For real? I smoke weed.
Y'all
That
like
ain't gonna
that?
bother you, is it?
No, weed's fine.
Okay.
Anything that you do in your life, I'm okay with. Like, for real, because I might not agree with it, but there might be some shit I don't understand. So that's not my place.
So how have you been?
Honestly, how have I been?
Yeah.
Really good. Nothing but symbols, nothing but signs from the universe that I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. And I'm doing right, I'm doing well, and I need to keep on going.
Yeah. Well,
and it's a lot
are you in a safe space?
Oh yeah, I'm very safe. I'm very safe.
Good.
If you with me, you're in a safe space.
I know that's right. I'm loving your jewelry.
Yeah, you want to see it?
Yeah.
So this is my favorite piece.
I love that one.
This is from Egypt. This is gold from Egypt. This is gold from Egypt. This necklace came from Egypt, and the girl who gave it to me, her name is Egypt. So shouts out to Egypt for the key.
Thank you, Egypt.
Yeah, and I had just discovered the supreme depths of this that day when she gave it to me. So it's weird that happened.
Yeah.
This is a 2-piece. This is a chain that Musa gave me when I first came to Carbonation, and it actually used to be gold. But I've worn it literally every day where it's turned completely steel. And this part right here, I don't know if y'all can see what that is, but it's the eye of Horus, just like here. So I have both my eyes, and then it's on the Ankh. And so those who know about electromagnetism and consciousness, this is major. And then this is another piece right here. This is a gift from Nateri. And this is the serpent. This is a cobra. The cobra is usually worn on the forehead by the Egyptians, and the reason why is because this is supposed to represent the primal force of the universe that began everything. This is what we truly are. The solar system is a serpent, and the energy that flows in the universe flows like a serpent. So you'll see serpent worship, Kundalini, Kukulkan, all these different dragon gods. Amaru Khans were the original humans. That means the feathered serpent people, the dragon people. So serpents are major. This is all about the 369 right here, and I can teach more about that in tandem with the lotus. This is my other piece. This is gold hoop, and then
yeah, I'm mesmerized.
this piece right here, this is actually a very powerful piece. This is the emerald tablet on a gold band. And so the emerald and the green represents the heart chakra. And green is for the money, gold is for the honey, baby. This is a supreme abundance and flow. This is a symbol of Thoth. This is another symbol of 369, the emerald tablet, and gold, which is supposed to resist. These two materials resist all radiation. They're the best things to resist radiation.
Welcome.
So you know that they were used in harnessing mass amounts of power throughout all of history. And then we have one more.
I'm coming back on the nightcap.
And this is just to, I always wear this just to remind me of my power.
This is Miss Tulsa. So her face has made it everywhere. It may not have been the way she wanted it to be made, but her face been made everywhere. Some people believe good attention is good or bad. Well, now she got it. Remember, this is early morning one because we wanted to know what his bond was. So Cam, he didn't even get to see the judge, so we can't say that the bond was denied, but we can say that he did not get bond or he did not get denied bond. He just didn't get nothing. For everybody that's coming in and want to know the answer, we don't know the answer, but what we do know is he didn't get nothing today. He got absolutely nothing. They took his name, and when they saw his name, they crumpled it up and they threw it in the garbage. And they said, until next time, we don't want to look at your face today. We don't want to look at your face. They didn't want to look at his face. That's what happened. So y'all know we're going to keep y'all up to date. So while we're doing that, I want to give the people something to look at. And this was Mr. Sola. I'm trying to tell you guys that they're acting like they're separate, but they really still together. It's all, remember, you don't have to be down with somebody to push their message. He's still pushing the message, the quote unquote knowledge or gender and everything. He's just starting up his own tribe, but they still come from outer carbon nothing, not carbonation, but carbon nothing. So after we finish with this, we're gonna, like I said, somebody come up and talk. If not, see y'all at a regular time.
Just to remind me of my journey, the Kundalini journey, how much I've grown, how much we're growing, and to keep
that wig is nappy.
In the forefront.
Ain't even put on straight. The code's crooked.
Female that we all need to connect to. There's a female.
What do you mean wig? That's her here.
And when we connect to that female inside of us, what happens is we start to experience pure euphoria and pure bliss. Even women need to tap into this female inside of them. Chief called it Hadu. The other people, they call it the Kundalini. Some people call it Chi, Prana. People call it all kind of different.
You heard him say chief, right?
Some people call it energy.
You heard him say chief, right?
It's the serpent energy, and that is.
See, y'all people can't lie, right? Because y'all always slip. I am not carbonation. Yeah, because it's called a whole new name now. That's why you're not carbonation. That's just like, but it's still the same damn owner, a different name, but the same damn owner. You said chief, called it Hadu. People call it Kundalini. Kundalini. Oh Lord, y'all know the word. Damn it. But you see that he slipped and said chief.
The 95% of reality. That is your subconscious mind. Everything is coming from this. And if you can master this energy, you will definitely master.
All right, have the power.
So that's why I put the dragon everywhere. I'm gonna go into that some more. I'll teach y'all more about that later. But everything I have is a gift. Everything that I wear is a gift. Every piece of clothes, everything that I have, down to my underwear, are all gifts.
Why you got that man underwear on?
Chief gave me the shoes.
Chief.
Mente gave me the pants.
Mente.
Musa gave me the underwear and the tank top. Musa actually gave me this chain too.
Let me see those underwear one more time.
It's my underwear.
I'm trying to see how thick you are. Ooh,
okay. No, you don't see shit.
I'm thick where it matters.
You don't see nothing. We ain't see nothing. Nothing.
Hey, I'm blessed. I'm a very gifted being.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Not according to Zoka.
So can you give me a kiss?
No, nobody else I give you no damn kiss.
No.
Kiss yourself.
I give better kisses, but that inner feminine gotta come out.
I love your feminine.
This turns into heaven on earth. You start feeling like you're having sex with yourself from the inside out. That is what Christ consciousness feels like. And people are trying to talk about it and trying to tell you what it is, like they've achieved it. But they don't know that Christ consciousness, they tell you the secret secretion, hold your semen, build your semen. What are they talking about here? Sexual energy. The dragon, the serpent in the core, in the base. There's something
you don't know.
That. No. You do harness the energy. You're allowed to have sex. You're allowed to ejaculate. Just make sure it's sacred. Make sure you have control of that energy.
Control the nuts spreading out.
And when you have sex, when you do have sex, watch the difference. You'll notice the difference between when you just have sex for pleasure to come real quick and get a nut. Like, we all know what that feels like. But why don't you look that person in the eye one time? Why don't you look at their whole body in front of your body? Why don't you look at their body on your body or their body in your body? Look at them and be all like, wow, I'm exchanging my energy with their energy. We're switching right now.
So what happened with you and Zoka?
And when you look at it like that, you're going to find a whole new level of pleasure.
What happened with you and Zoka?
In the same act. And you're going to realize that new level of pleasure can be accessed in and out of sex, in and out of the bedroom. That decision and that switch of appreciating life and the energy it has to offer, that is nirvana. That is euphoria. That is Christ consciousness. It's a feeling. It's not an understanding. It's a feeling. It's a knowing.
So let me say this. So if I told you that I can have sex with somebody just by looking at them, you can believe me?
Yeah, I do too.
Okay.
And like I said, it's only your perspective. I've been on the phone with people and I can just switch my tone and switch certain things, and the whole vibe switches and everything that each one of us says. It's like that. You ever had that silence where you're just waiting? It's just like so much sexy in the air, and then it's just silent and you guys are just both like basking in it. And you're waiting for the next person to say like a couple of sexy words.
Oh my gosh, we know it. Well, y'all young folks are figuring this out. Yeah.
It's Christ consciousness.
Y'all young folks not figuring this
I
out.
want to experience that with you one time.
I thought you was I thought you was in love with True.
I just want people to be able to experience that in the mirror as well.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't
So
know.
listen, so we don't get caught up all in sex. So like, just kind of after all of everything that's going on, where's your mind space, and are you still a part of the cult?
Not at all, no. And this is part Q&A. This is part Q&A, so it's okay to ask me these type of questions, and I'll open the floor for that. I might be the only person who's really not associated with it at all. I look at what she did, and I look at what he did in my life, and I can say thank you. But fuck you, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Fuck you. You know why. You sit with that. And at the end of the day, I ain't do nothing but love, so I don't even feel bad.
That's also trying to get solo download popsicle. He's in love with the. He's in love with the. That's why the cold ass stay in the closet. I can't.
Is this turning into a love connection?
Remember she was doing that with True Boss Lady?
Yeah.
And now she's doing it. And then he's like, but I'm the only one. So why you there with Musa? Why you got on Musa drawers? Certain gifts, if you got on pants and stuff, certain gifts you don't need. I would never need another woman's underwear. I would never need it. I'll just always have air constantly flowing down here until I'm able to get my own underwear. You understand what I'm saying? Don't sound built like an NBA player. Damn, Kev, I might show this again later because I want you to cry. I want you to come up later, the regular time of the afternoon, so I can pee on myself. You stupid. Oh my God. And F him. Well, don't stop there. Don't stop there. Let us know what he did to your daughter. Let us know what he did to your daughter. Hey, boo. Well, I'm going to say nothing happened. Nothing happened. They looked at his name. They didn't want to see his face. And they looked at his name and they took the paper and they crumpled it up and they threw it in the garbage. They threw it in the garbage. And they said, until next time. She's a rock star.
Yeah,
She's a
Judge said, I
superstar.
don't even look at it. He said, call me back in 10 to 15 minutes.
Who said that?
The judge.
So far, but I'm going to keep you guys updated on that. I'm going to keep you guys updated on that, but I still wanted to give you guys something. You know, I could have just shorted it, but I'll give you guys something. So whoever's not here, I'm going to show this part of the video tonight. So we're going to dive into this. Matter of fact, I might just leave it right there and dive in this tonight when King Kev is able to come up tonight. I'm going to leave y'all like right there. Where my likes at? Is my likes up? Is my likes up there? Is that like somebody hit the like button? Let me see who did not hit the like button. I want to talk about what Musa got to say, not to mind you, they're both staying together. So we're going to hear the difference of what both is saying. Oh, wow, we got the likes up there. That's good. That is good. But whoever didn't hit the like, hit the like, hit the like, hit the like, hit the like. But I know people come in here for the updates. So I can't tell people you're late for class because people come in here for the update. So I have to let you guys know the update. Female gym teacher in school. Oh God. No, she the one that won that. What was that thing? And he couldn't win in the men's league. So he became a transgender just so he could win. I don't know, was it swimming? It was something that he won an award, a medal or something for. And they was mad because he was, I'll be back and forth to you. Oh yeah, we're going over to Ms. Rod now. We're going to all go over to Ms. Rod. Ms. Rod, drop your link. We're going to go over there because I want to talk about this later on tonight because we are really up early. So, Ms. Rod, drop your link. Uh-oh. Let me see something here. I'm going to drop the link. Can I drop it in here? That's her link. That's Ms. Rod link. Click on that link right now. That's her link. E-link. That is her link. Attract. Yeah, let's go check our sister out and let's give her some love. Let's go give our sister some love. I don't know if y'all can see it in the chat. I can't see it in the chat, and I dropped the link, but I cannot see it. So, if you guys see the link, if you guys happen to see the link, then fine. Let me try this again. Let's try this again. YouTube be doing what they want to do. They do what they want to do. See, they don't even put my stuff in the link. People be thinking it's us. No, it's YouTube. Let's try this again.
Your dry eyes deserve better. New.
Then we're going to try this again. Here we go. Now let's see if it comes up. Okay, if it comes up, click on that link. Chelsea throwing down the shots, putting in the Olympics. I know, right? Is she going to run the fuck for? That's what I'm saying. All right, guys, I'm gonna come back tonight because I want to discuss what he's saying. I want to discuss what Musa's saying. Not to mind you, they're both together. He even has on Musa drawers. He even has on Musa underwear. Why are they speaking differently when they got on each other's underwear? They've been swapping downloads all this time. You know, what does it matter? I mean, why would we be surprised? They've been taking these downloads. Underwear is nothing. Underwear is nothing. All right, guys, I'm out of here. I'll catch you on the later. I'm going over to check out Ms. Ride. I put the link in there. Who want to go check her out? Go check her out. Or we're going to go over there. We're going to show her some love because I want to really get into this. Now, I don't need for Boy Fade to be cheating on me.
I'm going right over to Miss Ride.
I don't need for to be cheating on me. And then I also want to save time to see like what happened. And I want to update you guys, if I can, on what happened. So maybe it's not in their system yet. Maybe it is in the system and somebody else going to pull it up and we can read it from there. But I do want to update you guys on that. Well, we're going to watch this full thing over and we're going to watch Musa and we're going to see how they all lying. So like I said, I put Ms. Ride link in there. If you're not subscribed to her, go in there and subscribe to her. Because we're trying to get her to her 3,000 viewers. So let's help her get there because YouTube took almost half. She's been 3,000 been trying to get 3,000 since last year. But YouTube keep what they call purging. They keep purging you. Purging means they take the viewers. So let's see if we can get her up there. All right, I'm out of here. Peace. See y'all on her side.